the shadow of the Manhattan skyline, we are at the Rink at American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey, in the New Jersey Meadowlands for the USA Curling Men's and Women's National Championship. And this is the final games of the men's round robin. And we have a number of different tiebreaker situations that could evolve here tonight. But our feature match, John Shuster, 8-time national champion, 5-time Olympian, leading his team against Korey Dropkin, the 2021 national champions. And the two who went up against each other in the U.S. Men's Olympic trials, with John Shuster winning out of the best of three. Elsewhere, Danny Casper, Scott Dunham, Ethan Sampson, Wesley Wendling, all at 3-3. And three of those four teams have possibilities of being involved, of one advancing and then the other two being in tiebreakers in this Page playoffs. The Page games tomorrow at noon, and it will be 1 against 2 in Game 1, 3 against 4 in Game 2. The winner of Game 1 advances all the way to the final. The loser of Game 1 moves into the semifinals to take on the winner from Game 2 for a chance to play for the national championship and a berth in the in the World Curling Championships in Schaffhausen, Switzerland. And it is Korey Dropkin 5-1, John Shuster 6-0. The other thing that happens in this match, the winner is the number 1 seed, the loser is the number 2 seed, because if Korey Dropkin wins, they'll get the number 1 seed based on this head-to-head matchup. But it is the two most dominant teams in USA curling, and for Korey Dropkin, with Andrew Stupera, Mark Fenner, and Thomas Howell. Tom Howell grew up in Brick, New Jersey, played out of the Plainfield Curling Club, and is back in some home and friendly environments for this championship this year. For John Shuster, well, I show Chris Plies, Matt Hamilton, and John Landsteiner, but Colin Huffman, listed as the alternate there, has been in each match here this week as the second, with John Landsteiner and Matt Hamilton switching between who will be the lead, with Plies and Shuster third and Skip. Along with 2018 Olympic gold medal winner Tyler George, I'm Joe Tollison. Glad you've joined us. The other matches, Ethan Sampson and Daniel Casper. Winner advances for a possibility to move into the playoffs and might have to play a tiebreaker. Also, Nicholas Connolly and Scott Dunham. Dunham needs to win to keep hopes alive. And same thing for Wesley Wendling against 0-6 Rich Ruonen. And Tyler, John Shuster, Korey Dropkin, they've waited till draw 7, but this is the one everybody's been wanting to see.
They played each other a lot of times, a lot of familiarity, good friends on both sides of things. You know, John's still the alpha dog in USA curling, and is until somebody knocks him off. That title in 2021 for Dropkin, Shuster's team did not compete in that national championship. Despite the fact that Korey has that title under his belt, getting one over John Shuster in a championship that he plays in would matter that much more to Korey. And a trip to the World Championships as well be huge for Dropkin going into the Olympic year next year. Having some world experience, if they are able to get through the trials and get to the Olympics, playing at the Worlds replicates that Olympic experience better than anything else. But these two teams have had a lot of success on tour. Not really afraid of anybody that they're going to see at any of these World Championship competitions, but we do see Matt Hamilton in the lineup tonight. John Landsteiner will be taking a seat. And again, as Joe said, Colin Huffman at the second position.
Little room. It's okay, though.
First stone, it's Korey Dropkin as last stone first in, does come from Matt Hamilton.
It's going to be curl.
And it's Colin Huffman.
Only if you can, though.
Tyler.
Yeah, go ahead, Colin. Yep.
And they say a lot of the strength of his brushing. And at this elite level of curling, how has that changed? That the guy who's on the brush is so important now as opposed to the overall game.
Yeah. Well, with the effectiveness of the equipment and the techniques that players have discovered, how to get rocks to actually curl with sweeping, getting them to turn over, and how effective you can be in holding line and carrying rocks too. But directionally speaking, more than anything else, that's what's changed over the last decade. And a big, powerful guy like Colin can make such a huge difference in giving you more margin for error on the line of your shots, besides the distance, which we've always known about. So that's a weapon. And when you have somebody like Colin in there, if he goes out and shoots lights out, that's fantastic, but you know what you're going to get from him game in, game out from a sweeping perspective.
Nice draw to the 4-foot by Tom Howell. Brings up second stone from Matt Hamilton.
Clean.
Looking to bring it in right on top of that stone from Howell.
Line's good. Room.
Hambone going back to his roots from
Go if you need to.
his days
Curl,
with
though.
Chris Plies in juniors. Played lead when they won the World Championship.
Time down short. Always straight, Chris. Straight. Everything you got,
Matt's
Chris.
familiar with the
Keep
position.
pushing,
It's
keep
been a
pushing.
while for him. Played second
Good spot,
for
Matty. Good.
the entire Olympic quad in our 4
Top
years
12.
together and the 4 years following. But some fresh energy with Colin in there. Matt getting to switch things up here this week and keeps Landsteiner and Hamilton fresh for the playoff round. They have not made any decision as of now as to who is going to be playing in those playoff games, if they're going to keep rotating. But I might be able to get some insider info, we'll hope.
You have a good relationship with these guys?
I got a pretty good rapport. Yeah, we've been through some things together. Actually played with Colin for a couple of years in men's back in the day too, and lived with them, so very familiar with everybody on the squad.
Whoa. Get in there. Sit. Good,
Getting
Tommy.
stacked up
36.
in the house behind that single guard.
You got enough
Little
to make
bounce
that?
there on the freeze from Howell.
Do you have enough? You need 7/8?
I got a little more than 7/8.
Okay, 3/4 makes it. 10.
And looking, and no John
Hard down at
Landsteiner on the
anything?
bench. Actually just
Hard down
received
at
a
anything?
text
Okay.
from him. Apparently he's sick.
Okay.
Not in the facility here. We'll see what information he's willing to offer on the situation, or if it's just sick.
Clean.
You talked about the strength of sweeping.
Curl.
Is there any
Curl, Matt.
difference if you
Right to
rotate
it.
between
Right
Landsteiner,
to it.
Hamilton,
Right to it. Right to it. Right to
and
it.
Huffman in terms of actually
Good.
throwing the stone? And here, clears some out. There's one of the Reds is out, and that just holds on the left side of the house.
Sorry, getting the update
11.
from Landsteiner here. Yeah, you do have to make adjustments for each player. There aren't too many teams like Bruce Mowitt's team in Scotland that all four of them throw the rock identically. So you have to adjust the broom for each individual, but John's worked so much with Colin over the last few years. He's, I think, helped alter Colin's release a little bit from what we've seen in the past. And he knows exactly where to put the broom for each member of this team. Obviously, haven't played with the rest
Keep going,
of them
Tom.
for quite
Keep
a
going.
bit, but
Andrew on the yellow.
Colin's had a lot of reps over the last few years
Hard,
too.
hard,
So
hard,
it's,
hard,
you do
hard.
have to adjust the broom, but it's not
Okay.
something that John's going to be unfamiliar
Good
with. He knows exactly what to do.
Mark
Pretty
Fenner breaks
natural,
things up,
thin
but
half.
still 2 in the house for each team. And John Shuster looking at a double.
Close.
Second stone from Colin Huffman.
Hard.
Inside
Hard.
out, crosshouse double for Colin.
Too thick, maybe.
Little thick, might still get that red out.
How do we call it?
Schuster doubted it for a second, but Colin does make the double. Well done.
Peel.
And as Korey Dropkin trying to get all 3 out here.
It's a little too thin to get the too close to it if you're going to get the one in the middle. They're trying to make sure they get 2.
Yep.
Maybe
Hard.
get all 3 going.
Stay with it.
He looked like he signaled the cross house, and
Yeah, the crosshouse double was
Good,
the first
good
play,
roll.
but that spins in front of it a little bit. It's not a bad result at all. Have some backing, so Schuster can't roll to the middle. They have to
still
play
think I like 10.
nose or outside.
Sticking isn't as important, right?
Yeah.
We'd like to.
Yeah.
again, in the other games, it's Sampson and Casper on sheet A, and the winner of that could either be into the playoffs or involved in a tiebreaker, depending on what happens with the other games.
Yep.
Yeah, huge
Whoa,
matchup
whoa.
over there with Sampson Casper. I believe
Curl,
the winner is
curl,
in the
Matt.
3-4 game.
Curl. Curl.
Regardless
Gotta go.
of the other games, but
Right to
very
it.
good chance of
Right to it.
tiebreakers.
That's okay. That's fine. Sorry, Chris. My
We're
bad.
watching closely with
Great
Connolly
weight,
and
too.
Dunham, Ruin and Wendling. If Dunham and Wendling both win, there is a tiebreaker situation there. If one wins, one loses. I believe that's the only way that we're straight in with 4 teams.
9.
Okay.
That is correct. You'd have the winner of
Okay with 9.
Sampson Casper and whoever won between Dunham and Wendling.
Right. Well,
Clean.
I'll read it off my
Close.
report
Whoa.
here so we make sure we got it right.
Clean.
Whoa.
If Wendling and Dunham both win, there's a 3-way tie with those two and the winner of
Good.
Casper
Good
Sampson.
throw.
And doesn't Wendling go through on the tiebreaker because he beat both of the others?
I believe so.
Normal.
If Wendling or Dunham win and the other loses, there's no
Normal.
tiebreaker and the winner of Casper Sampson straight in. Wendling and Dunham both lose. There's a 3-way tie for 4th.
With the loser of Sampson and
The
Casper.
winner, Casper Sampson, is the 3 seed, 3-way tie for 4th. Yeah, we're going to let this map out as it goes. We'll just keep you updated on what's going
Clean.
on in those games and not what that could potentially
Whoa,
mean
whoa.
for exactly where
Whoa.
they end up. It's a bit of a mess
Clean.
right now.
Oh.
And what we have here is
Everything else. Good. All right, Chris.
final stone, and apologies for getting into the playoff stuff and ignoring Chris Plies and his 2 stones. And got 2 in the house and still that guard for John Shuster with Korey Dropkin again, last stone first end.
Throw is pretty hard.
And we'll get the 2nd stone
Peel.
from Andrew Stopera.
Chris makes
You
the
know
hit and
he's
stick
okay.
there to at least keep the force in play.
And if I got it right, Tyler, and then we'll wait till later when we can actually say something that means something, we might end up having to go to last stone draw.
That's nobody wants it to get to that point. Head-to-head always comes first, but
Okay, it's good.
we'll call our game. And the one thing we do know for certain, the winner of this game is the 1 seed, the loser is the 2 seed. No
I think normal
other
probably still rolls above
head-to-head
two. Yeah.
or
Absolutely.
LSD
I don't
necessary.
want to take too much less than
When
that.
this one's over, pull out the ink and put it on the bracket. Now to skip stones, John Schuster first
Whoa, is he drawing?
against Korey Dropkin.
Yeah.
And Tyler, for people who aren't following this
Yeah.
every day, how big is the rivalry?
Normal. I think
It's a friendly one,
Might have to work
obviously.
this
They-
one a little
they're
bit,
around each other quite a
kinda where I've
bit.
been-
Corey
yeah.
in the Duluth Curling
Yeah,
Club
they're really nice, so.
with John and Chris and John Landsteiner. But yeah, they've had enough bouts over the years that there is a lot of familiarity.
close.
And it's a nemesis type
Whoa.
of thing. You want to beat your buddies more than anybody else too. And I don't think there's any
No,
animosity,
no,
but there's definitely a one-upsmanship
one.
and probably a little big brother, little
That's
brother
good. Whoa.
thing
It's good.
with
Not going
John
over.
and
It's good.
Corey. And John's been helpful with Corey over the years too. And you know, it's a great thing for USA Curling that we have
Yeah.
multiple
I'm thinking
teams
10-0.
that we
And
feel
if
can
we
compete at the
overcurl,
world level now. And Corey's
make
just
that.
been knocking on the doorstep forever, and obviously winning the mixed doubles world championship is an amazing
How's that
feat in
look?
itself.
Like it?
We're so proud of him and Corey TC for that. But Corey's focus with this squad, he badly wants to get to the Worlds and eventually the Olympics after being an eyelash short
Okay.
in 2021.
All I can
10-0?
say from the names you rattled off, that
just
must be
kinda
one
make the
heck of a
roll.
club championship.
There's a lot of banners hanging in our club, yeah.
If we overroll, we can
It's
roll
a,
onto
it's
the
it's a
yellow.
wonderful place. Shout out to the Duluth Curling Club, kind of like the Ohio
If
State
anything, I wanna be on
University. It is
the 90
the
side of things.
Duluth Curling Club. Yeah, Mr. Madison over here, Mr. Dietz shaking his head.
He's shaking more about the Ohio State, I think, than the
That
Duluth
too.
Curling Club.
Dropkin with his final,
Close,
or
yes,
first stone
yes.
at the first end.
Hard!
Yeah, looking for a little hit and roll.
Hard!
Trying to hold
Hard.
it for the short
Oh.
roll under the center.
Big roll, big roll, big
Roll!
roll. Big roll.
Instead letting it go.
Whoa!
Pretty good.
Not sure if it hung on for a count or not.
It's a measure. I think it's us, but I
Schuster's-
think it's a measure.
Not certain. I would guess yellow right now, but you need to be certain.
Since you're not, how does it change
From
strategy?
the underside of
Well,
the rock, it looks identical almost.
He may end up just nosing and losing both if he's not sure about who
Oh,
shot,
then
or
that's-
they may draw underneath
Yeah,
the center.
That's fine. I think we pile it out here, but I can still make this make his life tough.
Yeah.
So I don't think I don't see this curling much. I kind of just want to throw peel.
So not going to take any risks and is going to blast these two, but you can cross it a little bit and still roll under the center while losing both stones.
Need to roll a half-inch more. I'm going to throw peel at this. Ours is never staying anyways, so. I don't foresee this doing very much if I throw it good, so.
All right, final stone of the first end for John Shuster, 8-time national champion, and he says he's throwing peel.
Wants to hit this just off nose on the inside, roll straight sideways under the center.
Whoa! 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 Curl!
Just a little too thick, but clears both stones. So it'll be an out-turn peel attempt for Dropkin. Throws the high, hard one. As good as anybody in the game. Points will be at a premium tonight, I think. I'm not expecting this to be a real high-scoring affair. These two going back and forth, and when the shot making is that great, makes points a lot harder to come by.
All right, there's so many of our games during the week where we haven't had a lot of blanked ends, and we've gotten them in this final draw on both the men's and women's side for the round robin. It gives you an idea of the importance of these games too, but also the situation that presents and an out turn.
Yep. Clean.
To try and blank the end.
No problem at all for Dropkin.
All right, boys. Let another go. Let's get started again, buddy.
So there you have it. First end in the books, it's blank. Korey Dropkin holds on to the hammer. Second end coming up.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is ready to go with more doctors, specialty services, and convenient urgent care locations. Ready, set, TCO.
Back at the rink at American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Final draw of the round robin on the men's side. And Matt Hamilton's first stone of this second end. And Colin Huffman doing some sweeping.
You keep going. It's never in, I don't think. Maybe. 15,
Throwing this
6,
to a
though.
tight guard.
Yep, go, Colin. That's good.
So you're getting used to the Schuster experience now.
Well, it's kind of across the board with some of them, and what I can't figure how much is the ice and them still used to it, and again, probably in my head too much about it's a rink and a mall. But I love that. Oh no, you can keep sweeping. Oh no, well maybe.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the mall. That's just John. That would happen in any facility in the world.
Top 12. Top 8.
Line's good.
John Landsteiner says he's
Top 12.
just in the house on
Top
lockdown,
12.
making sure, taking precautions
Top 8.
with
Line's good. Curl now. Hard, Andrew.
being ill and not wanting to get anybody else sick, but should be just fine.
Hard.
We wish John the best, obviously.
45. Not bad.
And
Watching at home, getting to listen to our dulcet tones.
not
Or in the
quite
hotel.
behind that center guard.
Do that too, I guess. Like.
Tell you, Wesley Wendling, the national
what's
junior
easier
champion,
to do?
taking 2 in the first over Rich Ruonen as he's trying to see if he can get himself
I'm
into
okay
the
with
playoffs.
just nosing this, Matt.
Yeah.
Ethan Sampson takes a 1-point lead over Danny Casper
normal,
after
10.
one, and Scott Dunham trailing Nicholas Connolly 2-0.
That Wendling team is the wild card in the bunch because they have all the talent in the world and so young,
Let's go.
maybe just blissfully ignorant of the situation. Had a chat with them yesterday about the opportunity, embracing the moment. Take a look around, breathe
Right
it
to
in,
it.
and
Right to it. Whoa.
just have fun, enjoy the ride. You're playing with house
That
money.
works.
And
Sorry,
runs
my
into
bad.
that stone.
Nice short run by Hamilton.
So they're oblivious enough to not realize they're not supposed to be doing this well.
I think they know it's house money. You know, with the Junior Worlds coming up, they themselves said that they were using this as prep for Junior Worlds. But now you're a win away from the playoffs, and all of a sudden, things get a little interesting. You're technically 4 wins away from a national championship. Now, their expectations probably still not to go all the way through, but even just to make the playoffs in this field, just a fantastic possible achievement for that young squad.
Well, and the experience to take that pressure situation of a playoff here into the World Juniors.
11.
Yeah, and they've played in those situations in juniors already, obviously a little different in men's. But also good experience for getting back here in the future and playing in this championship for probably decades to come.
Whoa.
Colin Huffman's
Clean,
first stone of the second end.
Stay close. Stay close.
Whoa, girl.
Just a board weight out turn for Colin.
Right to it. No roll. Leave it where it is.
A pretty good piece. I'm going to roll towards the outside. Pretty straightforward play from both teams so far.
10.
Yeah.
Now Mark Fenner.
Fenner also playing the out turn hit.
Clean.
Cooch to his teammates and his friends.
Curl.
So you're going to hear
Whoa,
that
clean,
nickname
clean,
probably
clean.
many times tonight, just so you know where it's coming
good.
from.
I have to at least meet him first before I'll even venture to call him Cooch.
I wouldn't call anybody Cooch that I didn't know ahead of time. But. So that's half in the rings. Huffman is going to need to the inside and roll in if they want this on the paint.
Weight's good. Clean. Maybe 10-5. Close.
Just control weight.
Curl. Keep going.
Plies trying to get this
Keep
to
going.
turn over and get on the
Anything
inside.
thrown in. Right to the edge.
Can
That's
they
good.
get it
That's
to
good,
tuck
Calder.
behind that guard? No. Question for you, because we didn't see it as much in the women's game. We've seen it much
You're
more
almost
here,
better off overrolling.
whether it's Matt Hamilton, Colin Huffman specifically right there, kind of with that snowplow in front of the stone.
It's
And-
conserving
11.
energy. They think that for the first half of the sheet that it's every bit as
11.
effective as sweeping, like brushing and getting motion on it. Once you get into the second half of the shot and a little past halfway, then that plow isn't nearly as effective when you're trying to get the rock, especially to curl.
Clean.
But just for maintaining speed, cleaning and holding line, that pressure,
Curl.
snowplow type push, again, much easier to do that if it's having
Keep
close
going,
to the same
keep going,
effect
keep going, keep
as
going.
putting in all that
Forward.
effort as you see Tom Howell doing there, trying to get that to turn over.
Again,
Wait. It's like that far of a roll.
that shooter
11.
just keeps hanging out.
Both teams trading
11.
blows, waiting for an advantage.
Chris Plies.
Plies
Clean.
playing the out turn as well.
Close.
He's the one who had the big hit on your Diet Coke, I think,
Colin.
earlier in the week.
Easy. Yep.
He had a what
whoa.
now?
Gotta roll a couple
I think
of
he had the big hit on your Diet Coke.
Oh,
early
when
on
he
Monday
knocked my can over, yeah. That little sweep kick knocked the thing over. Immediately replaced it, but with another free one. Wasn't like he bought me.
10-5.
Very graceful, Chris Plies.
Airless.
Instead of no tick rule, we had the no kick rule.
10-5.
Andrew Stopera now.
Andrew throwing the,
Whoa.
Clean.
once again,
Girl.
control weight,
Yep.
out turn.
Straight.
Just trying to hit this on the
Straight.
nose.
Whoa. Roll right here. Okay.
Rolls
Good.
just a hair to the wide side. Keeps a tight corner.
Show some on
Maybe an
this side.
opportunity to
Good.
go underneath for Schuster now.
So in-turn draw for Chris Plies
I was thinking 90 as well.
to try and come around to the 4.
90 like good.
Chris playing the in turn out on the wide side, close to the draw to the button path, maybe a little wider. Get an early clock and see where we're at tonight. And hovering right around that 14-1 range all week. Be a little late.
Little bit early, Colin.
Okay, we need a rock clock.
Line's
graphic.
good.
I like that.
A little bit of room, but line's okay. No, it's curl. It's curl if anything, but take a look, take a look. Looks like heat. Shoot.
Maybe carrying a little more on that line. I think I might have misclicked that a hair too, though.
All right, guys.
Eyeballed the wrong spot. So I doubt that was up to the number that we got. I'm going to go back to eyeballing it on the ice again.
It's tough, but I can make it. Okay with this, though.
Does go to the back of the forefoot, so guard a little off the center line. Dropkin electing to have Stapera play the out-turn draw through the hole.
Little lad. Careful.
Just full 4. Full 4. Line's good.
Andrew Stapera,
Line's
another
good. It's always straight.
New York area native, playing out
Right
of the
here,
Orange
guys,
League
full
Curling Club up in Westchester.
Close curl.
We can shout out Ardsley as well at a fun
Good,
ambassador
really nice
trip
spot.
there to run some clinics and some meet and greets
It's probably
a few years back.
Like that? Yeah, I like that.
Nice draw by Stapera, right
I don't
to
think it's quite all the way. I mean, that
top of
was
the
where
button.
You're throwing your draw button, right?
Yeah.
Which almost gets us there. We don't need too much
Yeah.
less. Just a little bit.
What'd you have on that, Johnny?
13.97, so 14.
So right around that 14 range again. Saw 13, heard
I had the
13.97.
same hog to hog as Chris's draw. So like a 2 feet slower weight-wise, so 14 should be close.
So here John's saying he thinks that this out-turn path is about 2
Yeah,
feet
we're just trying to
slower
freeze that thing, which is only
than
we're
the
gotta be
in-turn
just
path
shy of full 4 foot, I think.
that Chris played.
What do you say, 5'10"?
So looking
10?
for 14.
Yep.
So this time we'll get you a correct clock.
First stone of the second for John Shuster.
Felt good,
Oh, we're
though.
good
Felt
this
good.
time. We got this one.
Okay. got
Room right now. Easy. Right off.
Lots of room. Lots of room. Okay, line's getting better. Easy on curl.
Might be a hair
Straight.
short on this one.
Ah, boys. Jesus.
Yeah, our clock more accurate than the sweepers on that one. Korey Dropkin agreed. He said he thought that clocked out short.
That's not bad, though.
I think they're throwing this, right? If we come here, they're throwing this.
When we were talking before about sweeping at the elite level, and you mentioned during the women's draw this afternoon, 12 to 15
Probably.
feet difference.
We can go here. They're just gonna have
Sweeping or
this
not,
one. It's pretty
potentially.
short. This might be the best shot then.
He's trying to not a lot of room against 3, so. Okay.
So you're seeing that one's like right here. Do you like that, Cooch? Cooch, do you like that? Okay. Thinking like right here.
Okay. Yep.
You like that?
Dropkin electing to play the in-turn draw
Oh, this
around
should go, hopefully.
his own counter to a freeze.
We're just seeing this out turn makes this even easier.
He's,
so play
he's got to
this.
cross it, though. He's
I think
maybe
that's a pretty good
tossing
spot,
that back.
though. Yeah, this is it.
Couple different shots they can play. It's all about what you want to leave Shuster because they can get a second counter in a couple different ways. I think this is the right play, and you heard Korey said if they're drawing or bumping, I suppose, either way, but Korey said they're drawing against 3. So this is risk reward, setting it up that they're going to dare John to try to make a draw against
Yeah,
a possible 3-point end for Korey, with Korey's worst case being Shuster sneaking out with a steal and only being down 1-0.
Thank you. My question was, what did not a lot of room for 3?
It's a little big, a little early. Yep.
Out for line a little bit.
In-turn
Yes!
draw for Korey.
Yes. Line's okay. Yes. Yes.
They like the line right now. Sweepers on and off.
Whoa, whoa, close, close.
Powell
Yep,
just
yes.
cleaning.
Hard, hard.
Needs
hard,
to get by
hard.
the red,
Oh,
though. Oh, that's well
okay,
managed.
pretty good.
Taps a little, rolls open, so maybe a hit and roll for Shuster just to try to force. That does look like the plan.
I don't think it's going to go snappy. I think I throw that with 11.
Dropkin has 1 and 2.
I mean, they kind of run going that way. This way might curl, but. I mean, say if we happen to nose it, he's still got to make the roll. Yeah. Well, nose, but. Yeah.
Shuster will play aggressive at this roll here.
It's 11.
As you said, whether they nose or roll off, it's a fairly straightforward shot for Dropkin for 2. Really need to get this roll and force Korey to have a much tougher shot for a second point. Conceding at least 1 to Dropkin at this point.
Last shot, second in for John Shuster.
Close.
With an in-turn.
Yep.
To try and limit opportunities for Korey Dropkin.
Yep. Hard!
Takes a little turn. Rolls to the open. It's a little jump that they didn't expect there.
Pretty much that draw shot, right?
Is it easier if I just throw it like back ring weight?
You could.
Just draw for 2 here.
It's easy just to throw it back. So back 8, back 4.
Okay. I'll let you know when they tell us.
So similar ice then, or? Okay.
Putting the broom down for close to the draw path. Korey knows he's got backing, so he was just trying to decide whether or not he wanted to play heavy draw because of the way the port's staggered. Here Korey said back 8, so it looks like he's going to throw for backing. And that's why the broom is about 2 inches inside the broom they put down for the draw of the button.
Last stone, second in for Korey Dropkin as he tries to take the early lead against John Shuster. And wants to make it 2 points.
How much?
Clean.
Back 4 early from the sweepers.
Curl.
Needs to curl a little bit. Still on the corner guard right now.
Hard, Tom.
Howell needs to get it to turn over.
Hard. Go. Hard.
I think it's going to get off of it.
Keep going. Please.
Yep, he's perfect. Nice job by Howell to get that to turn. Good weight control by Dropkin. Well done. Good team shot.
And Dropkin puts up the first points of the game. It is 2-0 after 2 ends of play, and John Shuster to have the hammer when we start the third end. And Steve's Curling Supplies, America's #1 curling equipment supplier for over 50 years, is proud to support USA Curling. No matter your skill level or budget, Steve's Curling Supplies has all of the top products from the most popular brands in the sport. And right now, save $10 on any purchase of $100 or more when you use the code USA Curling 10 at checkout. Visit stevescurling.com for all your curling needs. Back at American Dream, into the third end for John Shuster against Korey Dropkin. Dropkin just picked up 2 in the second end, so Tom Howell with the first stone here of the third.
A little high.
Korey Dropkin looking to place the guard.
Wes Wendling taking
Hard, guys.
that 2 in the second end now to tie up Rich Ruinen.
Keep going.
All knotted up. And Connolly now leads Dunham 2-1 after 2. Dunham takes 1 in the second, getting forced. Samson Casper now 1-1 after 2 ends of play. Tight games all around.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
Now first stone for Matt Hamilton.
Just here.
Just past the red.
That's exactly where we're going. Line's good. Line's really good. Doesn't need any more curl. Timed out good, Chris.
Corner guard for
That's
Matt
good.
now.
That away, Matty.
Expecting to
Nice
see
start,
some
dude.
stones in play. Dropkin's going to try to bring the game to the middle. Shuster will try to drag it to the edges.
Tom Howell with the out turn
Top 12.
to bring it around the
Top eight.
guard.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Bury it
Little bit of
behind
room. Line's good.
top of the 4.
Top 8.
Okay, little bit of room.
Needs to finish up to Barry. They'd like to get at least half
Fight
under.
the 4,
Now
guys.
starting
Fight
to
the
turn.
4.
It's Stapera pushing under.
Keep going, keep going. Good. Good,
That's
good,
well done by Tommy.
Nice.
Well
That's on the
swept.
spot, guys. 43.
Joe, we mentioned we did have viewers north of the border. We have another one right now. Another top Canadian player, Reed Carruthers, watching up north. Thanks, Reed. Says my voice is heavenly. I don't disagree with you. I appreciate the reinforcement, though.
Easy.
Your beard is heavenly, Reed. We got that in
This
common,
was
too.
14-6, guys.
Good to hear from you, brother.
Really close. Just a little bump. We're
Can't do
really
anything
close.
on this line other than freeze. It timed out great. It's curl. It's curl.
You can't do anything
Right
but
to it,
freeze.
Chris.
Can
Right
they get
to
it all the way there?
Attaboy, Matty. Great throw.
This is where we got TSN and Sportsnet beat.
Want to go the other
You know,
way?
you can't text commentators to get mentioned on the air for the major Canadian networks. You only get that here with us,
Good crowd
folks,
here.
and pretty much guarantee you're going to get mentioned if you send
it.
something.
On to Mark Finner.
Top 8, top 12. Weight's good.
A nice
Yep.
freeze there from
Yep.
Line only.
Hamilton.
Hard line.
Top 12.
Hard
Fenner
line.
bringing this.
Come
This
on,
is
Tom,
really
dig.
turning over hard for Fenner.
Dig.
Trying to get by
Whoa.
still, but it's going to click the center guard.
All right.
Wait.
It's a fine spot.
On the plus side, it did move that guard over a hair and take away the high side bump for
Maybe
Shuster.
just that. Just do this. Not terrible. You could also take a run at it like that side, but I think it's that or it's this to me, but it's hard to move that anywhere far. I think we go here. Here. Straight off is just fine. 8-5.
Shuster just playing firm with Huffman here and trying to roll to a corner. It's not a
Close.
straight peel, just
Yep.
trying to roll away in that pile of corner guards.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
It's going
Whoa.
to nose too
Whoa.
much. Yep.
Over
That was
curl, but
called.
that was always another option, so well called by Shuster.
Not what they were playing.
Little
They were trying to roll the corner. guard
accidental run back and now buried behind their own stone too, so, but that's part of being a great skip in the game is seeing the rock coming
Okay.
down the ice and making that call at the right time. John didn't call that in the last 2 seconds of the shot. That was maybe halfway, a little over halfway, and already made that call to get the run.
Whoa.
Well, Mark
Whoa.
Fenner.
Yes. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. Good.
And the
Right.
run back by Fenner, and that one was called. Great shot by Cooch. You hear the Cooch chants in the arena.
We can still go here.
Going to get louder as the
It's hard
weekend
to
goes.
get here, so I think it's here.
Both teams with very vocal followings.
You could do it too, yeah.
If you go to usacurling.org, you can find out ticket information. There might be a
11.
few left for the
Even if you roll
semifinals
out,
tomorrow
it's good. Like,
and the finals on Sunday, but they are close to being sold out. Colin Huffman second.
We're going to have to space out the shout-outs as they go,
Yep.
because now they're starting to pile in. Huffman playing the control weight,
Yep.
hit on this tight red
Yep.
guard and trying to roll onto the
Hard.
paint.
Chris. Easy, easy. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's good.
That will get on. Nice
Alright.
shot from Colin. That opens up that draw
That'll
path
go.
for Shuster, too, just as important as getting the rock in the rings, but accomplishing two purposes. And this is John playing the next level shots where you're not just peeling, You're getting something else out of the shot. Now Dropkin has to chase this stone. If they just play the peel, Korey would be able to draw under that center. Now they have to chase Shuster's stone. And if this is nosed, it doesn't get the roll. John has the ability to go under the guard instead.
And Andrew Stapera.
Okay.
It's almost like I can see the future.
Is that enough
Not
ice?
too, I know what John is doing. Really, really well played there. So we'll see if Plies can execute the game plan and bury under this corner guard now.
Yeah, I know. I give the same.
Do you find yourself a little more successful predicting John shots than other skips?
I would say that's accurate, yes.
Gave you a 90 last time, though?
Chris Plies now. First of 2 stones for him in this third end.
Where are we at?
And looking for
Room.
an out-turn draw
Lots of
behind
room.
this corner guard.
You're out going. Somebody get it moving.
Line's getting good.
Hamilton trying to get this to turn. Line looks pretty
Don't let
good
him
now.
come.
It's all
Come
about
on.
how far
Come
it
on.
carries.
Keep going, man.
Like to get it
Every
all the
inch.
way, almost to T on this line.
Attaboy.
Buries a good piece of it. Might be able to dig it out with Hack. But Dropkin instead, like they're going to play the run and try to clear both yellows. Playing it to the inside, too, so that the miss would roll to a center.
And it's the second from
Yes, yes,
Andrew Stapera.
yes, yes, yes,
High hard
yes,
one from
yes,
Andrew.
yes.
Missed it.
Just over curls. Shuster will go right underneath, I believe, on those.
Just shy, biting 4, full 8, guys.
So John is looking at how deep they can go without leaving a double. So he's going to draw, he said, just shy of the 4s. Full 8, be even up with the other yellow stone.
Bigger head,
Chris
bigger head,
Plies.
bigger head.
In-turn draw. And
Bunch
once
of
this
curling to
settles,
do.
we'll be down to skip stones.
Let's go back here then.
Go back
Straight
here.
What
if
will
we're
the
back
skips
here.
have to deal with?
Timed out way back here. All the way here, Colin.
Yeah,
Take a
this
look.
looks deep,
Straight
so
ahead
now
here.
they want to make
Back
sure
inside,
that
guys.
the double is
Yep, keep
too
going.
thin to play.
Back 12 is great. Keep
So they're
going.
going to go as far back as they
Keep
can,
going.
still in the house.
What was my split?
Ends up in the back 12s.
Okay.
Make the roll. I think you have much choice. Yeah.
Good communication from Team Shuster there with the weight read and placing that rock well. So Dropkin will play the crosshouse hit and roll.
Yeah.
2 red stones to go under,
Yeah,
gives you a
9-5.
little more margin
Okay.
for error.
I get 9-5 right there. You want more? Just a little bit extra. A little bit extra.
See Dropkin up 2-0. In the third end, Shuster with the hammer, so first of 2 for Korey Dropkin.
9-5.
Not a lot of curl on this line. So Dropkin playing probably a little firm to keep the roll flatter.
Close, yep.
In turn for the hit and roll.
Hard. Hard.
Maybe a little on the tight side out of hand. Powell
Hard.
trying to hold it.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
No, 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 no.
Needs to sit to stay buried.
Okay.
See where it spins. Pretty much wide
I know
open.
It kind of sucks to roll in here, but I think nose is fine too.
Yeah, I don't hate nose.
Yeah, this will
I think
be
you
an
can throw that
interesting
same
spot
11-ish
now.
forward,
That
11-5.
Okay. All right.
That probably is max, to be honest.
I think they can turn 11-5 over.
Yeah. You give me a little more then, that's fine.
you hear the conversation with Shuster and Plies. 11-5.
What's that?
John thinks that that's
We
max
can't
broom,
because
so
of jam.
they're calling about
We
board
gotta,
weight.
Like, nose it. We're trying to roll like
But Chris
3
saying that
inches in.
they
So-
think they can turn it over with that weight.
Yeah,
so
because I don't quite have. just missing an inch of it. So.
If it is a little on the full side, which they thought the broom could be,
going an 11-5.
then they can maybe make this turn a little
Single,
bit. So they want to roll
take its
just
time breaking, so.
half a foot, somewhere in there, maybe a little less.
But he said nose was okay. How come?
Well, if he rolls behind the guards, now Dropkin can get out of the end with a freeze. So again, you're daring him to make the freeze against the 3.
Clean. Yep.
This doesn't quite look like 11-5. A little soft.
Hard.
Yeah, only about hack, so a lot less weight than
I think that's about
expected,
the best place we can roll to.
Pretty good spot, though.
Good spot.
How much you got?
Any chance at the double here?
Doesn't have a lot of that yellow stone. So Korey's lining it up to see if he thinks there's enough to play it, or if they just play the in-turn draw.
That looks tough.
I think
Okay, giving up 2 though.
he's asking Tom Howell what he can see from the hack.
Across the top, that's fine.
It's either that or you're like hack to as close to nose as you can or low, or you're drawing here.
Right.
He's playing that for 3, which is okay.
I'm not sure if he'd play that for 3 or not. That's risk reward down 2-0. We don't want to go down 3-0.
Just think it's either this or it's here.
Maybe like
With Stapera talking about that in-off that Shuster might play.
pretty straight on this side, right?
Yep.
Looks like Korey's just going to play a slash and try to go over the top with this yellow
It's not there.
and get
I
both.
love that we left him just enough. He's got to be.
We'll
the
see
big-
if he. Yeah, he got halfway down and looked and said it's not there to play it. So they're going to play the draw. There's more margin for error here. You're not killing any stones, but if you make a freeze, it's kind of like making a double,
In there?
unless Shuster does decide he's going to play that in-off that Stapera talked about. I'm not
Schuster's
sure if
curled nicely here.
Shuster will play it or not. It's a long game. We're only in the 3rd. If this was the 6th
we gotta
even, I
do the
think
out
John
count.
might play that shot for sure.
Their back one is full 12 foot basically, and just a piece of 8 foot.
It's a very important in-turn draw for Korey Dropkin.
Yeah, aim for T line, top 4 T line. Okay, it's 14-5-ish, you think?
Korey say 14-5, so thinking this is a little quick track.
Trying to limit the damage that John Shuster could inflict here.
Clean early. Careful!
Little room.
No problem on line, plenty of room here.
It's got to curl a touch. Where?
Back one!
Yep.
To the back
13-8,
one!
this should be
Curl,
all
curl.
there.
Line's good.
Hard curl. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Got to get it buried.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty good look for Shuster at 3.
Not at all like yours.
Kind of
I was thinking about throwing same, kind of 11, 11-5, the same thing I just
Just never had the line to
that might,
get
Do you
there.
think that's good or is that minimum?
I think that's good.
Okay, yeah, just outside of here, pretty much.
Right here, Johnny.
So after giving up 2 in the second, John
touch
Shuster an
more.
opportunity to
I
move
think we can
back
get it moving
or
if we
move
need
into the lead for the first time in this game. If he can pick up 3 in the
Same
3rd.
kind of 11-5 is through.
A lot of distance between the
Only
guard and the
like-
rock, so
I got a
he
third
maybe
of the
only
rock,
has
so.
a 3rd, as you just said.
Half a house to
But
roll too.
that's plenty with how much distance there is. He could get all the way to the nose with hack if he needed to.
I think it's
just-
going to go though, Matt, so.
Hack weight, it should turn once it gets close to the center line. A little touchy line.
Yep.
And here it is from John
Hard, gotta
Shuster.
go.
Yeah, this
Gotta
is a little
go!
tight out of hand and turning. Huffman trying to hold it.
Easy.
Looks like
easy.
he is.
Clean.
And there's the value of a
Clean.
Colin
Matt,
Huffman.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hard,
Matty.
Matty. Stick.
See if that sticks. It's going to be
Ah,
close.
Listen up. All right, good.
Does
It does.
hold on the paint for 3.
So 3 for John Shuster. Head to the 4th. Korey Dropkin down by a point, but with the hammer. And Warm Room Hero is the intuitive curling club software that takes the stress out of schedules, registrations, and more. Warm Room Hero, a platform built for curlers by curlers. Check out Warm Room Hero at curling.club today. That's Warm Room Hero at curling.club. Back at the rink at American Dream, we'll catch you up on the other scores as we're going here because John Shuster via Matt Hamilton, they have their first stone. Tight guard right at the top of the house. And Rich Ruinen, who stole 2 in the first end, gave up 2 in the second, got 2 back in the third, and leads 4-2 over Wesley Wendling. Nicholas Connolly up 4-1 on Scott Dunham as the first stone coming from Tom Howell. Corner guard there, and Sampson and Casper. Ethan Sampson singles in the first and third to lead 2-1 over Danny Casper. And the way it is right now, with Dunham and Wendling losing, we still are in a situation of needing a tiebreaker.
Line's good.
With Dunham, Wendling, and the loser between Ethan Sampson and Danny Casper.
That's the messiest situation right now if it holds up the way it is.
You can curl. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7.
Ruinen and Connolly playing spoiler right now.
Get full 8-footer better here. Keep going, baby. Nice
pair from Hamilton to start out. Nice tight guard and right around. Emulating his idol, John Landsteiner.
Tom Howell, one of any friends from the Brick, New Jersey area. Down the shore, made their way up the turnpike to American Dream. A little jaunt on the parkway first before they get to the New Jersey turnpike.
Line only.
And Howell
just needs us to hit the brakes, a good spot. Doesn't really matter if it's behind the tee line going out of the corner.
Half. Plenty. It's fine.
Going to chase around the outside. These are always a bit of a guess when you're going around the outside of corner guards playing hits, or how much it's going to track. You like to play a little more weight than you would in the center for whatever shot you're throwing, just to take the ice out of it a little bit. So it's hit first, stick second.
Close. Whoa.
The out turn from Colin Huffman.
Go ahead, Chris. Curl. Really got to go. All right, whoa. Just
Flies gets it to turn enough to hit and stick. Dropkin doesn't mind that rock back there, though. That's a jam rock to use under the corner.
Save the shooter.
So again, Peel and trying to keep the shooter for a corner. Should be advantage Dropkin if they're able to make this.
Mark Fenner's first here in the fourth end.
Yep. Roll it. It's good.
Rolls to the opposite side, but now 2 semi-corners at least. Next shout out because they complimented me.
I like
that
kind of
always has
half
to the front of the line. Joe Polo and the Polo family watching at home says your voice is smoother than Colin's head. That's really smooth. I'm not sure anything gets smoother than Colin's dome. Appreciate you, Joey. Hi to the fam. Hello, Kristen.
Feels close. We're close.
Hopefully an orange whip in your hand as well.
Line's good, actually, though.
3 orange whips.
Orange whip.
Line's good, straight even.
Huffman playing the intern
Stay,
draw.
Chris.
Trying to
14-6.
come around the guard.
Half buried here. Go ahead, Chris. A little bit more. A little more. A little more. That's good.
Flies
Good.
a couple extra feet there.
That away,
Nice
Cole.
shot
Nice
from
pair, bud.
Huffman. He's been sharp early as well.
Yeah,
9-5.
like it.
Fenner with another try to run back now, but red-yellow this time, so they'd like to stick this.
Clean. Yep. Yes.
Dropkin
Yes.
likes it. His second stone
Yes.
from Fenner.
Yes. Hard. No.
Well, maybe a little bonus on the back one.
They both go
Heard
the
Korey
same
calling
time.
on,
We're
and
good.
sweepers weren't going. I don't know if Fenner was calling them off.
That's off now, but I still think it's safe to play this or even a little here is fine.
Ended up pretty good anyways, not behind
got
the
it all.
guards, but
You have all of it?
back to 0 or 2 mode.
Could throw it a little harder and like try to, but I think I like 10. 10.
This time Chris Ply's having to go down this outside track.
Similar shot to what Huffman threw a little bit ago.
Wait. Easy. Whoa. Curl.
This is a little more exposed. Definitely fading back a little more. Huffman trying
going,
to get
Bob.
it to turn.
Keep going. Good. That way, Chris. Good throw.
That thing really danced. Colin got his weight on top of it.
Whatever you like.
Okay.
I'd be pretty surprised if Dropkin didn't draw here. I think they're still
10-5.
playing 0 or 2,
I'm
but
missing an edge. I'm
he
missing a
doesn't
piece.
quite have the edge, meaning it's not completely exposed.
That's okay. 10-5.
You could roll under with a hit if you get on the right track, but you could also just draw around that corner with backing. A little conservative play.
The out turn from Andrew Stapera here in the 4th end.
Oh. Curl.
Curl. Keep going.
Now Howell
Keep
trying to
going.
get this one to curl.
Whoa. Okay.
Hangs on for a biter way out there. Changes the track up a little bit.
Anywhere inside works. What weight you seeing?
Same.
Okay.
10 on the 9-5 side, if anything.
Again, you hear Chris there saying 10, but on the 9-5 side of things, that goes back to what we discussed, Joe, within the outside ice. If you're airing anywhere, it's on the heavy side with these hits in case there's a fresh path or frost on the outside of the sheet.
Yep. Close. Whoa. Close. Curl.
Go, Colin.
Yep, go.
Good touch there
That's
from
good. Go,
Plies. Rolls to a good spot. Half buried underneath the semi-center guard.
11-5.
Dropkin with hammer, really not looking to draw at all here. Still chasing and playing the hit, trying to roll under the corner again. Would be an opportunity to draw if they chose.
Yep. Hard. Really gotta go.
A little soft from Stapera here, and
Hard.
this is curling.
We're going to wreck here.
Whoa. Roll that in.
Bump rock, the guard does go in the house, so
Yeah, I wouldn't mind rolling just a
Schuster
tiny
will
bit
have to
like,
chase
take,
it still without hammer.
You know what I mean? If we roll and get a piece of the 8-foot, it'd probably be nice.
Like that 10-5.
I think 10's good.
Okay. Edge.
Edge.
You hear John saying 10-5 and roll, get a
Might
piece
be
of the
minimum,
8-foot.
honestly.
They're trying to make the double too thin to play.
10.
If they roll any farther than
We
that, it
roll
might be a
foot, I think
pocket.
it makes it where his
If it's
roll
nose, it's
under
little
the
more
corner would be no
natural.
good on the back one. And his double would be equally
Right
fine,
before he
so
came down ice, he looked back at Chris Ply,
I'm even
said
fine
edge.
rolling a foot and a half. 2
Edge
feet,
of the
so.
stone, that's just where he wants the
Nice
broom.
stand.
Okay.
Nose is
So it's
just fine.
resting up against the edge of that rock.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Now, first stone from
Easy,
Shuster.
easy, curl.
Curl.
That's right about where they wanted to leave it. Dropkin eyeing up the
And
double
might even be able to
or
just make
roll.
this too if we miss that one.
Yep. Like a quarter, right? 10 quarter, thick quarter.
Yeah. Right there.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Just stick it. It's not bad either.
Yep.
Feel?
I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing like a 7.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. Yep.
So playing the double. I believe that was the final
Double,
call.
And then see if we can try
They
to
do
get
have,
to the right
they were
afterwards.
lining up just for a
Let's
plan
make
B,
contact
that
with the second one though.
yellow stone off the rings. Obviously plan A is to make the double on the 2 counters. Dropkin playing his out turn, inside out.
Whoa.
Off the hack, trying to clear the house here.
Whoa. 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 Close.
Pick
Yep.
up just a hair,
Yes.
real close
Whoa.
though. That's well called by Stepera. Great throw from Dropkin.
I mean, I think
He's throwing
I threw
those
this hard enough
so
to
well
have
right
boards.
now.
Yeah, I
It's
think so.
almost
I
an
mean, it's a
automatic
little
shot
thick
for
to have
Korey.
board. I think in order to keep it high
think
enough,
it's
I got to throw it pretty
heel.
high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think throwing at least 8.5.
I mean, I think you can wang it.
You think I throw peel?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. 2/3 get to ours, or is it under it?
3/4, I think.
Okay.
So you heard Schuster saying they're throwing peel here. Ply's telling him
Throw
he
it
likes
peel.
peel for this.
Good job, Korey.
I don't know
They
that we
want to
have
play a
boards with peel,
flat
but it's
roll to try to go underneath
works
the
too. So, I
guards
mean,
at
there's
worst,
a
and they
couple
have a
options
stopper with their own stone. The more weight they
They're half
throw, the
board,
flatter
yes.
the roll, which will keep more of the house. So John's going to get aggressive at this one.
Last stone, 4th end for John Schuster.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Trying to
Colin.
put Korey Dropkin in a position to force.
right
Go
to
ahead,
it.
Colin.
Right to it. Sit on it. Oh,
Just goes behind it, so just a hair on the outside with that flare, but again, an aggressive go at that roll from Schuster. So we'll see what path Dropkin picks. Looks like edge of 4. See what he can see for a free read. Easy blank for Korey. You see the mezzanine level full of fans all the way around. Great crowd tonight.
Last rock of the 4th for Korey Dropkin.
And just playing soft weight so we can see some kind of movement, any kind of read. Just kind of stayed right there. Maybe a little bit of finish.
Well, after 2 in the 2nd for Dropkin, 3 in the 3rd for Schuster, a blanked 4th. 3-2 Schuster as we move to the 5th. Back at American Dream, for the final draw of the men's national championships here for USA Curling. Danny Casper out in front of Ethan Sampson, now 3-2, in a match where the winner could be in the third spot. Scott Dunham trailing Nicholas Connolly 4-1, and Rich Ruonen out in front of Wesley Wendling. Wendling picked up 1 of the 4, so it's still 4-3. Wendling may need a win.
To it. Yep, go ahead. Yep. Oh, that's that straight stone. Hey, I know, but I'm not sitting here thinking that's that stone Rich is in instead of straight. I had to give you left.
The only way we avoid a tiebreaker on the men's side is if we have a winner. Well, we'll have a winner between Sampson and Casper either way, but if we only have one winner of Dunham and Wendling in those other 2 matches, if they both lose or they both win, we're going to have a tiebreaker.
And Connolly just stole another point in the 4th to go up 5-1 on Dunham. Major turn of events there.
Good, Tom. 54.
Couple guards up to start this 5th.
I think the speed will be okay.
Hamilton's a little off the center line this time. Tom Howell goes immediately to corner guard on the other side. Both leads sharp so far.
Got a little bit more.
A little bit.
Second stone from
Line's
Matt
okay,
Hamilton.
though. Stay close. Okay, line's really good. It's even room even. 14-3, 14-3, careful. You can go a little bit.
Hoffman
Just don't go
finishing
down the
this
other
one
side.
up a little bit,
Really
trying
nice.
to bury
That's great,
around
Matt.
the
He's good. Height's
outside.
great. Attaboy.
Nice shot by Matt. Well done. This is really where Matt comes to play, these championship events. That energy that you get from him, whether it's the clown or the rah-rah guy. Can be infectious for the team when it's funneled into his teammates.
Line only.
They
Line's
feed
good.
off of him.
Top 4. Yep. Top 8. Yep. Gotta go. Never off. Hard cooch.
Howell playing to come around and getting
Hard.
awfully tight to the guard.
Hard. Curl. Great sweep, man. Great
Boy, that's a
sweep.
good
God,
sweep there by Stepera on Fenner.
Guys ever?
Looked to have a
2.
chunk of that guard,
Probably a
but
2. Get it right
carried
here.
all the way by.
Yeah.
It's lost, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So Colin Huffman now. Each side with a guard and a stone in the
Line's
house
good.
tucked behind it.
1-2.
Probably curl.
Huffman's out turn
If
trying to
anything,
get a
it's gonna be
second one
curl.
buried underneath that guard.
I know we're going to have to curl, so get it going. Definitely got to go a bunch. Need everything. Go. Hard,
Just
more.
playing the guard right
more.
now and
Ay, okay. All right, Colin.
comes up quite a
Your
bit
throw
short.
was fine, dude. Way too much ice.
Line didn't get there either. So the tight guard open, Dropkin will play the run. Can make this. Shooter likely sticks around too. And they have one buried under the corner. Korey's been waiting, biding his time, trying to get a better chance. We'll see maybe some aggressiveness a little later in the game.
Close. Yep.
Mark Fenner here.
Whoa. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Just sticks it in, but does leave their guard in a good position.
Like this. Even if this is pro side for sure. I actually maybe even like that. I still think we throw it up here though.
What does he mean there when he taps his shoulder? Throw
Playing
it.
firm weight,
Okay.
so don't need to throw a bomb here. So they kind of want to roll this shooter over to a good spot in the middle. So that
Close.
shoulder tap
Yep.
means
Yeah,
not
it's gotta
kingdom
go.
come weight that Colin could throw.
Hard.
This is on the tight
Hard,
side
not
this
in
time,
ours.
though. Really don't want to lose your own.
Oh, it's just
Ooh,
wonderful.
almost.
Now it's buried.
You're either you can draw, you can split, you can I don't mind that.
Dropkin looking at maybe playing a split, but now eyeballing just the run instead. So wants to cross this just a hair, maybe roll over for a corner on the opposite side. So maybe 2 shots in one. Run back, roll the shooter, guard the corner.
Yep.
Federer with
Yep.
his second here in
Yep.
the 5th.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
This is over curling too.
Okay.
Shuster will be able to hit the open one. Now he's just figuring out where he wants to leave the shooter. Lining things up.
I mean, that's okay. We could also play. What's that?
Can we get all the way under it?
You could get over it or under it.
Under it seems like the easier one. You throw a 10.5 or
10 goes under. 10.
If they play under, if they play the deep roll, I think you might see Dropkin play a little draw bump.
I think nose is the.
Try to set up multiple point end under the corner.
Chris Ply set
Nope.
for his first of his 5th end.
Don't know if I like the roll underneath here.
Clean.
Ply's playing the intern hit and roll.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard. You got to push, Colin.
This one
Hard!
over curling now too.
Hard to stay. Hard, 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 hard.
There is that deep roll. Goes behind. But that's 2 underneath the corner. Now Dropkin can go on the offensive, either with a freeze or a tap. So Korey
Top 8. Bite the forefoot.
given the green light. And that's why I wasn't sure if that roll is the correct shot. I think Dropkin might have been sucked into playing the crosshouse double again if you hit that on the nose. It is a freeze attempt for Stepera.
With the out turn.
Clean. Easy.
We've seen some lately start to
Off.
over curl.
Off. Straight.
Korey Dropkin seems
Straight.
to like this.
Straight.
Yeah,
Straight.
get there.
Straight.
This is heavy.
Straight.
He's trying to go by
Straight.
the other
Whoa.
one.
Whoa.
Really good call by Dropkin. Still, you're tricky, Korey says.
Their
so the
shot
intern sneaks
by-
by. Not the best result,
go
but
here.
better than clicking and
That's
rolling
fine
open.
too.
Yeah.
You go right to it.
So a freeze
Look
for
out
Shuster
there.
here.
13-8.
Yeah, freeze is good. He's probably going to tap this a little bit too. Even if it chips and rolls off, John's still going to be sitting 2.
All right. Indeed. Fingers pro.
Just trying to settle in there, and if made, then Dropkin likely follows again.
A little bit of room.
Chris Plies with an out turn
Where
here.
we at? Line's
Intern,
good.
beg your pardon.
Whoa, room. Lots of room. It's getting better. It's got to curl a mile, though. Close, Colin. Whoa, whoa.
Line's getting
curls
better
anything.
now.
Only if you have to, though.
Can't bounce
It's
on
going
this line.
We can't bump on this line. Can't bump this much on this line. There we go. That way. That way, Chris. Beauty.
Settles in there nice. Well done by Plies. Good read by the sweepers.
T-line.
Just be another follow again now for Dropkin. Stacking on that line.
Similar throw.
Now Andrew Stepera.
A hair less ad, maybe.
Off.
Careful.
A little sequence
Line's
here.
good.
Of wash, rinse, repeat.
Yep. Hard.
This one on a little different track and curling.
Hard,
Getting to the sideline
worry.
already. Trying to hold it
Yes,
to get
keep
by
going.
the other
Up
rock in the
this
top
yellow.
of the
Hard
8
come.
foot.
Hard
It looks
for
like
line.
it's going to chip.
Gotta go. Keep going. Okay.
Yeah, yellow may still be 2.
I mean, he can throw the freeze in here. Well, maybe. How much you got of this, Matt? Colin, watch out, dude. messy.
All right, maybe not.
We're good. It's fine.
Probably just
John is just checking to see if there was a slash double of how much they could see on that yellow. Doesn't appear there
all of a
was.
sudden these two become counters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either, for me, it's either here or it's just like guard and let him try to, but.
Yeah. I mean, if we guard, he's drawing.
Right, which we got to be okay with.
So maybe it's just.
Maybe it is just coming all the way to it. We just got to make sure we get by. It could get really scary if we don't.
Yeah.
As long as I stay on a good angle, though, he's got nowhere. He can't. If we get just even edge on this, he can't get shot rock with his next shot.
Yeah, correct.
I think this is the spot, guys.
Yeah.
That's where we were, and it really had to curl to get in there. I don't think we got to take too much more.
Okay.
Half rock. I'm not sure we really want a corner freeze there, rock, but it might not be the end of the world because our rock's still not going anywhere back there. It just gets a tiny bit scary. But
John
well,
trying to stack another
what's that?
one on that line.
Right. I mean, if it happens over curl,
It almost sounds like
edge
he's
on
trying to
edge on this,
convince
like, it's hard
himself
to
of
get
a
rid
decision.
Well, he's
The back
saying
one still
plan
frozen.
B, he's not sure if he wants to leave it where it could. So the plan
I
A
think
is the
it's a
freeze. He's saying he's
14
not
off.
sure if it'd be okay to freeze on the red, the high one, for the second option.
And so off the hack for the
Really
intern
soft.
draw.
Really
and
soft. Should be good, though.
so both sides
Yep. Take a look.
try to draw into a freeze.
Line's good.
Definitely
Always
wider
straight.
path than
Always
Dropkin's.
calling. Always
Still
calling
needs
right
to
now.
go to get by that red
Hard
rock
going.
at the top of the 8-foot. Got to go for weight, too.
Keep going, Colin.
Push.
A little bit more. Great sweep. Great sweep.
Okay.
It's interesting now because getting it by that red might not have helped. Now it looks like Dropkin can maybe slash and lose at least two of these yellows.
I don't know if the 2 ever moves.
I think Korey almost hoped maybe it would go a little farther on that exact line.
I think it moves a little bit.
Okay. It's got to be humming.
Yep, I know.
It might
It's a
just be
rocket.
touching that,
Try to get
that
these
red
both
still.
moving. Right here. Feel weight.
Yep.
Out turn.
Maybe take a look from above here and see exactly how much, or if that yellow is indeed touching the red stone. So that'll affect if Korey can slash that in or not. Yeah, he can't get to the.
Yeah, basically nose.
higher
right here,
yellow.
Inside nose. Like, I think I gotta throw a rocket though.
So he's just going to hit it on the nose instead and try to get these moving. We'll see what kind of action it gets on the second yellow. That's the interesting part. The top one's going almost assuredly. The second yellow is the key if Korey can get that one moving.
Heard him say peel weight.
Oh, this will have weight.
Is there a really bad result here for Korey?
Close.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Not likely.
Oh, yes. Yes. Hard.
Whoa. Whoa.
Good.
So moves him around. Looks like Korey's second and fourth now. Shuster first and third.
Make the double.
Yeah, we don't have to kill this one, though.
No.
We just have to get, like, even I just catch it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to throw peel. I think peel maybe sprays that out. Like, it's nice because we're line 2. I think we got to make sure we hit the back side. Like, throwing peel at it, and we maybe could scrape it and somehow leave it out counting this, you think?
Do you think you can get to the top side of that?
Yeah, we're just deciding if we can get to the top side or
Yeah,
not.
you can.
What's that?
You can. Definitely.
Right, and then, but it still probably goes. I still think I'm talking like 9.
Okay.
If I nose it, it's not the end of the world. There's still no deuce for him. This one, this is second, this is third. But we can make his life really tough. He's gonna have to make a draw. Like, I just gotta make this. Just what weight we're gonna make it with.
So it's half, eh?
Yeah, like half. So I think we can put there, and I can throw a 9.
Like thick half?
Yeah, even thin half probably
Thin half.
works. It probably just catches here and sits.
Yeah.
It's one of the fascinating things about curling.
He can't get the back one.
Right, he's
As
drawing
one
either
side
way, no matter
discusses all the strategy in full earshot of their opponent.
Anything over here?
And do you ever hear an opponent go, you know, we can make their life tough and kind of chuckle to yourself of maybe it won't be so tough?
what. Yeah,
It's not
I mean,
unusual
I'm
in our
fine just
sport
playing
in
the
the
role.
least
I
bit.
still think I want to err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
That's all. But I want to roll the lie too because I don't want to leave him like some kind of hitting double
Are you
roll
still
in. I
throwing
don't think he
9?
can do it. I'm still going to throw 9.
Okay.
So just 9,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a little on the firm
We can
side,
also go,
out-turn
like,
hit. Just going to roll
and
over
chisel his
towards
rock.
the
If he
red
hit the backside,
stone.
he's still drawing probably.
Should sit 3, and
9.
Schuster's concerned. They're just talking about the angles of where they hit this. Is there any way we could leave him some kind of weird
Anything between
triple for 2?
3/4 and half is good here.
Have
So
to
we're
be
gonna err on the side of
pretty
half right
thin
now.
on that rock to go by the other red and touch the yellow. So just a little hit and roll over towards that other red.
Whoa.
Close. 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 Yep.
Now turn to bring it in, and let's see if he can hold Korey Dropkin to only getting 1.
It's not. Left a double
Ooh.
for 2. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a mistake there.
Had to sweep it.
Is it that?
Are we lined?
Needed to catch that thinner.
Might be us now.
Yeah, it is us now.
Wow, so actually pushed themselves out of count. Just a sweeping error by Plies there to not have that hit thinner and make sure you don't move the yellow. Needed to come into the side of that stone. So now there is a double for 2 for Dropkin. Just has to cross this
Firm weight right here.
Okay.
and roll in just a little bit. If you make the
Coaches, big
double
curl.
thick,
I was thinking firm.
you should roll in
Firm,
for
but
second
I guess
count as
firm
well.
might overroll though.
Yeah, that's the issue. You don't want to throw too much weight
Firm
that you
could
roll too
overroll.
far.
Just throw 9.5.
I like this
Yeah.
call from Korey. Smarter weight.
9.5 right there.
Okay.
I think that's good for 9.
For the new curler, when you say thick.
It's going to hit. He's going to cross the face a little bit, so the low side, and hit the other yellow in the back of the forefoot. Try to lose both.
We are third.
It's hitting it thick enough. It's only going to roll flat, so you got to make sure that you roll to the 4s. But if you throw firm, there's a decent chance that it over rolls and doesn't outcount the yellow that's still left in the house. So he's just playing normal, crossing it a little bit, rolling to touch the forefoot for his second point.
Battle here between the top 2 U.S. teams in the World Curling Federation rankings.
Very close here.
Yes!
Last rock from Korey Dropkin in the 5th.
Hard! Wait,
Will it sit in time? No, rolls too far. Looks as though it rolled too far. Just a little miss sweep call again. Haven't kicked anything out yet, but it still looks like one. I don't think the second red one is close enough to measure. And they were pretty sure that it was red for 1 before this. So I'm going to stick with red for 1. The red that's closest to the yellow. Yeah, that's easily red for 1. Now this one, again from the overview, doesn't look real close, and it's not. So that was almost like a cheap win on the measurements. I mean, that seemed like too easy. So I'll take the victory anyways.
The past couple of days, you deserved a little bit of a gimme, no?
Yeah, they've been really close. So a couple of 2 spins even.
So 1 for Korey Dropkin, and we come to the end of the 5th. And the top 2 teams in the country are level 3-3. And it brings us to the mid-game break, brought to you by Broom Fitters, where you'll find a full selection of curling, broom, shoes, and equipment, along with unique curling apparel, gifts, and more. For a limited time, 10% off your first order with the code USA at broomfitters.com for good curling gear. Back at the Rink, an American Dream, the end of the fifth. Korey Dropkin, John Shuster, level at 3. We'll catch you up on some of the scores together. This is the men's and women's national championship coming up at the end of the month. Traverse City, Michigan is going to be the mixed doubles national championship. And we're joined by Don Pichet. And Don from Traverse City Curling Club. A brand new club, new facility. Excited to get a national championship, I could imagine.
We're just tickled to be curling on dedicated ice. It was a long journey, as every club knows. Very familiar with that. And never in our wildest imagination would we have believed that we'd be ready for this, but we are. And we're super excited about it. Our community has taken on this game as kind of the fabric of what happens there in the wintertime. And we're super excited. We're super excited to show off this amazing part of the country and bring these world-class athletes to Traverse City. We just can't be more tickled.
So you said that you get the new facility, and you didn't think this quick you get a national championship.
Yeah.
So what would you tell other clubs who are like, well, maybe we want to do that? What's the challenge?
Dream bigger.
Okay.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. You know, there's a million ways to figure out what can't work. But all you got to do, I mean, what can we do? And, you know, you get enough people believing that maybe we could do this, maybe we could do this. And the next thing you know, you're doing it. And, I didn't ever believe we were going to have a national championship in Traverse City. It wasn't even on the radar. But here we are, and we're ready to do it. And, we do, if there's one thing we do well in Traverse City, Michigan, it's hospitality, and it's have a good time. And I can't wait to get, these world-class athletes up there in Traverse City. It's the first time. Now, I don't, like I'm saying this, I don't know if this is true. It's the first time that Traverse City has hosted a national championship for an Olympic sport. Now, that may not sound like that big of a deal, right? But if I say that to somebody in our community, you know what really? Is that true? Yeah, it's true. And, that starts to make an impact. I mean, but we could probably say that for a lot of different communities.
Right.
But let's just say it then.
Why not? Hey.
Let's say it.
It is. But as you said, dream bigger. So did you have to do a little sales job in your own club to say, yeah, we can do it? We're ready for this. We can do it?
Yeah, of course. And on and then as soon as you walk away, go, what the hell did we just agree to? But the reality is, anything we do well at, we have to stretch our own perspective. What can I really do? And then what's one step beyond that? And, I don't know if we can pull this off. But you know what? Every other time we've had some situation, I don't know if we could have a 32-team bomb spiel. But guess what? We did. So we can figure it out. And there's lots of ways to say we can't do this and stop. But that's just not the way we grow. That's not the way this game is going to grow. And it's certainly not the way our club has grown. So
talking with Don Pichet, Traverse City Curling Club, you talk about growing the game. You have a great new facility. I'm sure half the battle is getting Traverse City to know you have a great new facility.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. The curling world knows it, but not our own city. So
how does this help from a local perspective to grow the game?
We've it's been great because, we have this, all I had to say was with the media was, hey, did you know we're having the first national championship of an Olympic sport in Traverse City? We are. And I've got radio, I've got TV. They're all over this thing. They want big things to happen in our community. And I think with that, we're going to get, even more exposure. Look, our club went from 120 some odd members a year ago to over 400 members just by, being in the faces of the people in our community, being engaged, reaching out to community. And, I just want, part of my dream now is to help other clubs get to what we did. And most of that, to be honest with you, bro, it's just get out of your own head and realize that people want this game. Our country needs this game because the ethics and the ethos of this game are the best of American, the best of what it means to be an American. And we have it. People want it. We shouldn't be ashamed of it. We need to get out there and be bold about it. And, And that's what I'm all about, and I'm not going to stop.
All right. Well, good luck. February 27th is when the National Mixed Doubles Championship begins. It'll be at Traverse City Curling Club, a beautiful new facility. You can get tickets at usacurling.org. Don, appreciate the time.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I can't wait for everybody to see it.
All right. Don Pichet joining us here as we get into the sixth end between John Shuster and Korey Dropkin. And guard from Korey Dropkin at the top of the house. Corner guard coming from John Shuster. And now second stone from Tom Howell.
Yeah. Close to halfway. Halfway, at least. Readjust to your broom.
Very nice.
Good.
And that
Very nice.
Spot, Tom.
guard just hanging on the center line.
Yeah. It's 14-7 in here now.
And again, February 27th to March 3rd for the Mixed
92.
Doubles Championship. You can get tickets at usacurling.org.
We're really
Close.
Third stone,
Really close.
or second, beg your pardon,
Close.
second stone of the end here coming from Matt Hamilton.
I'm really disappointed to
Still
come
good.
back and see
I'm
that
good.
no rocks
Still
went
six.
deep
Right
in
off,
the
right
first
off,
three.
14-5.
The one
Right
time
way
John
here.
Landsteiner is actually listening
Like
now
4 foot.
during
Maybe
the
a
game.
little
I can't
bit.
tell him
Little bit.
that it's faster
That way,
after the
Matty.
break,
Beauty.
as all four of them are short of the rings.
Certainly try.
Top 8.
So I think the last 5 games we did, somebody either went back house or through or into the house on a guard, opening up the sixth end. These two veteran teams, too savvy for that.
Easy.
T-line at least.
Easy.
Now we sit
Where?
3-3.
T back 4.
Close.
Back 8.
Yep. Whoa. Close. Curl. 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 Whoa.
Trying to
Go,
get
go, go,
him.
go, 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 go,
Oh,
go.
just nicks the guard.
A little redirect there. You heard the sorry from Dropkin for the
You guys all right with
accidental
that?
make. Still good call to get it there, though.
Great call, dude. You don't have to apologize when you do that, man.
That's, again, good sportsmanship. Both sides, Schuster saying you don't have to apologize when you call it that good.
400.
Little bit of
And
room.
now Colin
6-7.
Huffman
Right off then.
looking to draw into those two stones.
Got a mile to curl.
Coming down. 6.
Okay, it's getting better. It's always curl though.
We're still there.
This path is running a little straight right now.
Time to
You
go
saw
heavier in
that
yours,
previous draw
I
from
think we might want to go by the red.
Fenner
I just
end
yeah.
up ticking the corner.
All right, Colin.
And now this one from Huffman
Fine, Colin.
taking its time curling as well.
It'd be nice to unlock.
Next shout out for the Hollywood curlers, because text from Liza Barris. Enjoying the commentary as well. Joel Dietz says hi, Liza. John Benton says hi, Liza. You got a lot of friends up here.
7-5.
We love our Hollywood friends. Excited to see everybody at House of Hearts.
It's tough.
Liza, we
Yeah.
do need to start that
Do you like
movement
that?
to get me that TSN Sportsnet job, and I think you're the person to get it going.
What kind of weight are you throwing?
Yep.
Only half kidding.
Mark Fenner now, his second of the sixth end.
Similar.
Cooch throwing the in-turn draw, trying to come
I don't
down
think
into
it's
that
more.
pocket.
Close.
A little
Close.
tighter path than the previous
Back forward.
stones,
Curl.
trying to stay off that
Curl.
straighter run.
Clean. Straight.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Just want to juggle these a little bit.
Good.
That's a really good shot by Cooch. You see now both reds
Kind of think it's peeled.
angled onto both yellows. Schuster's going to
Kinda
take a little
think it's
extra
peeled.
time to look at him
Probably
now.
getting one all the way in here.
That's really
Time
well
to get it all the way in
managed.
there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think you're at that 10.
Okay, he says one all the way in there. First
That's-
thought for the
that's where
novice
you are,
might
that's
be
what
why
I'm
not
giving you.
try and break it up.
Well, it's broken up already from where it is. And for Schuster, you don't really want to move these around. any more than they are right now. If you throw this in the pocket, anything that Dropkin does, this shooter from Huffman is still going to be in that area.
Always straight though for now.
Weight's good.
Weight's
Whoa.
really close.
Second
Can he
start of the
curl
end for
anything?
Colin Huffman.
Got to curl.
And
That's
can he
getting better. Close.
draw it into that pocket?
Curl.
Just to slide it by 3 guards does
curl.
just that.
curl.
Trying to get it to
Whoa.
finish and get
Attaboy,
right in the
Colin,
pocket of
beauty.
those two.
Pistol.
Right there. Well done by Huffman. Hey,
Great judge, boys.
Is that about
watching-
where you'd put it if you walked up and
That's
set the
it.
stone?
That's the spot. And watching Colin throw, his release it's a lot
Try
less
to kill this
sudden than it's
one.
been in the past too. I know that John's worked with him a bunch with that, and he's always kind of
How
tried
much
to
you
make
got?
the shot like in the last
Quarter, maybe?
10 feet of his delivery before with a pop, and now it's a little more
Probably a quarter.
deliberate,
Otherwise, we can toss
more-
this back.
a little softer release, I guess, and
Oh,
it's
no,
easier to
that's
get
I don't think it's any good, though.
things out of finesse shots with that. I really like the way Colin's throwing the rock right now.
That's tough.
Every rock of this end is still in play.
Is it like a soft tap with the end? Yeah.
Elsewhere, Wesley
Can we
Wendling
go board weight or hack
Hey.
weight?
has gone up on
Hey,
Rich
board
Ruin
to
in
get it out.
5-4 with 1
Board.
in the 4th, a steal of 2 in the 5th.
Yeah, Rich had a soft weight bump for 1 in the 5th and wrecked the guard. Looked very confused as to what happened. A big deuce for Wendling.
Clean. Yep.
Andrew Stapera.
Clean. Curl. Gotta go.
Again, wanted to juggle these around
Really
a little
gotta
bit
go.
and change
Really
the
gotta go.
angles. And
Keep going.
Fenner needs to
Keep
get
going.
this to
Keep
turn.
going. On this yellow. Yep. It's fine.
Now the angle's playing more into Schuster's favor.
Open that up though.
That yellow frozen in the pocket.
Might make that double.
Shout to my
unfortunately.
dad. That's a reverse Mickey Mouse, Dad. The mouse ears are on the other side.
Might just be guarding this. I hate throwing
Danny
guard.
Casper 2 in the
'Cause
6th.
right now, I think if they
to go up
run this
5-3
in
on
here,
Ethan
if they get it
Sampson.
across face of ours, it might clip the yellows and get them both, kind of thing.
And
Probably playing that tap, though.
Scott Dunham
This
got
tap,
1
which
back in
over
the
here, they
5th,
can't get
but
enough of it to do
trails
anything good. I guess it spins off the side.
Nicholas Connolly
Two-thirds,
5-2
and it spins
as
off
they're in
and
the
goes
6th
there.
end.
All right, the other thing we could do is try to get to nose or just inside of nose this thing. And hit, as long as we hit our yellow on this side, that one is the one that kicks, and I don't think the other one kills it. You see what I'm saying? Come in here and look. It's fine, but we
I
are
don't know
gonna
why
open
we're
up
taking a look
probably
at
the
these
draw
things.
here
Probably
for 'em.
because
I
Joel
guess it's
Dietz is in
there.
control of the camera.
Just nutted on there.
Oh, it's coming off this rock. It's
You gonna try to sneak
spinning.
one of
It's
those
coming
home,
this way.
Joel?
This guy's not.
No. So, just I don't know that if we hit this high that it's great for us. Well, I don't think we also need to throw a missile at it. But this one might not go very far if we hit it on this line, and it might just thunk. And I like this on the nose a lot, or just a shade inside a nose with like 9.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, let them go in here again.
I don't
I'm
really
okay
see
with it.
anything else.
No, and this might roll in here where it gives us some helpers. So.
Yeah, I really don't like leaving them this tap.
No, that's fine. It's not terrible for us, but we'd go here and they happen to spin one in here and it
Yeah.
feels pretty dumb, yeah.
Yeah.
Dead nose,
9.
yeah.
You don't need to try to keep up with everything there. I'll just tell you they're throwing a little firm, hitting this red stone,
The red right at the top of the house
And-
or the high guard?
I don't think it's going to
the
curl.
tight one,
The tight
and
one.
trying to move these reds. They don't want to leave the tap on this, so they want the red to go out, as opposed to letting Korey tap the red and bump the red up into a better position.
So Chris Plies,
Lead.
an
Whoa,
outturn
whoa.
into the tight
Really
guard
close. Yep.
to set off a
Whoa.
chain reaction.
Yep.
That's pretty much what they were looking for.
Freeze? Yeah.
It did open up the freeze path, though, for Dropkin. Schuster is sitting first, second, and fourth. But that intern path, if they can lock into that pocket,
Speed's just the same.
Could
as
improve
that
the
draw I
situation
drew
for
last
Dropkin. Still 3 shots left for each team.
Okay.
So Andrew Stopera.
T-line. Hard. Clean.
With a shot that could
Close. Yep. Yes.
really make for some
Hard.
hard decisions for
Hard.
John Shuster.
Hard, Tommy. You got a great one here. Keep going. Keep
Well,
going,
they
buddy.
really
Go,
like
go,
it if
go,
it
go,
gets
go,
by.
go, 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 go,
Tommy
go.
trying to
Little
hold the
more,
line.
Little more, little more, little more. Great speed.
Just papers
It's a good spot.
that Yellowstone,
Way to get
stops
it by.
top 4, but
All right.
I think they're pretty happy with where it ended
What's
up.
that?
Just high.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to roll out of the way, which kind of is a bummer, but
Yeah.
I think
Three
both
quarters,
Reds
yeah,
could go,
3/4,
though.
and
I mean, just a shade high is still good.
They
Shade
go
high
in, or
should
do you
make
run
it.
back the
Yeah.
tight guard?
Yeah. Yeah, inch high, Johnny.
still like same weight?
I do.
Okay.
So they're going to play this
Yeah. inch
yellow run into the pocket of the 2 Reds. Schuster could be sitting 4 after this shot. Again, not throwing a bomb. I think they're just throwing a firm. It's all about where they go after contact. If there's still a freeze in that pocket for Dropkin.
Clean. Whoa.
Oh.
Close.
I want to hold off on the sweeping right now.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Her curl. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
I only got
Pistol.
one, but the other slides
Attaboy.
behind. That
That was dirty.
Yeah, the angles are pretty good, though. Good thing for Dropkin is it's lined up, so 2 of those yellows go very easily if they do play the red in. Right
Also,
there.
You could just try doing this.
Right, it's buried though.
I know, but it's, I mean, you'll get some curl here. Firm weight. Just think like firm weight. Just trying to tick.
I can't really see enough to play nose. That high guard blocks
Otherwise,
off much,
it's like
so
right here.
I mean, even if you're here, it's
We
not
got to
good.
get going.
You can call timeout too if you want.
they said they got to get going.
I think if we want to
Korey
talk about it,
Dropkin,
it's
under
nice.
14 minutes of time remaining here. We're in the 6th end.
Tick, tick.
ooh, this is an interesting call.
I know.
So
Yeah.
Dropkin trying to catch the back 2 stones, go thin with what he can see on the number 2 counter,
I get
and then
9.
catch the one in the back of
Pair
the
more.
fours too.
Right there. 9.
So just a little tick redirect double for Dropkin. This is a fun one.
Clean.
First stone of the end for Korey
Yep.
Dropkin, as
Whoa.
it's been back and forth in the
Whoa.
6th end on
Curl.
opportunities available for each team.
Curl. Hard.
Needs to get up a little.
Get it out, get it out, get it out. Pretty good.
How far will it go? Not bad. Boy, really close to great. That's such a creative shot call by Dropkin.
I mean, I could just go here, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to throw a guard up there. Should
Yeah.
guarantee a
He
score.
might play this.
That's fine. I think if I get here, it gets tougher for him.
Is it ever this?
Ugh, just gets.
I mean,
What if I just peeled the guard right now?
He nuts, and he might be a tough juice.
Yeah, you're probably right. So, I don't really like going here. Like I said, I think this is probably my thought on it,
I mean, even if you go right, just
because
an
he
inch
can't dig
pretty.
this anymore because of this, right?
Yeah.
Although he could probably he just threw it, and maybe he could scrape it over the top.
Is it ever this though?
I just get a little nervous about hitting it just wrong and making this, and all of a sudden they're put one here, and it's really tough to score.
Sure.
Sad, play this thin and just let it go. It's a triple to lie 4.
Boy, that is
I mean, even if
thin.
it touches this one on the way by, I don't think I have enough to see it to like stick this here.
It's really thin.
That's not that thin. It's a quarter. I mean, I guess I go screaming by and like this, and he still has to make a good one here. We don't have a ton of time to talk about this.
I don't know. First,
I mean, we're gonna leave him. If we make this, it just is like.
if we put it here and he wants to play this, he's
Just gonna play the
sitting in
triple
the
if we don't
hole.
get some of it under here, though.
Yeah.
Right, we got to get all the way to it. If we play this, maybe it's just playing it this way.
I mean, I think.
I think if we get it to right here, Chris, I think we're good.
Okay.
So, and I know how to get there, so it's right there.
A lot of discussion here as John Shuster approaching 12 minutes of time remaining.
They're both stuck, but if I get just wrong with it, it's not good.
And what was it John Schuster didn't like? Chris Pleiss twice
Well,
suggested
this one I
we
can
try
get
and
into
slash
a
that
ton of good places, and this is really tough for
Yellowstone
him.
in.
Like Johnny, I just think on this outturn, there's more options.
They're
Okay.
talking about
All right,
slashing the
Edge
red.
eight.
Okay.
You can always slash the corner
I think
in
we put
too.
It right on the corner of it. Yeah.
They're looking
Yeah,
to just
we
draw
got some
in. I
options.
thought draw was the
Gotta make
play
sure
all
we're right
along
with
here.
them. Like your sweep has to be dead on here, so. Yeah,
This is
we're
really
trying
precise,
To go
just trying to-
frozen onto ours.
Corner on their own stone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. So, I think it's a 4-0, 405.
For sure.
Freeze on the what? On the red. Oh, okay. I was thinking yellow, but that's okay. I'm gonna try to throw you to the yellow. You guys tell them where it is, and we'll call it in there. Okay.
So John Shuster with his first here in the 6th. Will need a delicate touch.
Okay.
He has 11:15
Lot of
left
room.
on the clock.
Got room right now?
Lot of curling to do.
Lionel, get there.
Just
curl!
trying to corner on their own
Always
yellow
calling.
stone.
Always calling.
Waits very
Right
close.
here. Yeah, go to
It's
yellow.
curl
Go
if
to-
anything.
Straight. Not bad, John. It's fine.
It's not a bad position.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But is that you might need that?
That's a good leave. If it gets another 2 inches even, it takes away the raise for Korey.
John Shuster mentioned down to
This is
11:15.
never
Korey
possible,
Dropkin saying we're going to have to play quick the next couple of ends.
Probably jams.
Just it might jam right here.
Yeah.
Sounds crazy, but it could do that.
Yeah, that's a 3 if you miss.
Ooh,
Yeah, I know.
At this point.
that would be
What's
another
that?
fun one.
I guess
I don't
this
know if
one,
you wanna
without
unlock
counting this
it.
guy, could just go for snug.
Yeah.
I
so.
think that's probably the
like it.
smart play. Dropkin just talking about maybe tapping the red
think
to
so.
freeze.
Tap to frozen, make him tap for
Yeah, I like this call.
like back 4 weight.
Korey just for a second looked at
I
the
think
run
it's like
back
tough for
triple.
two lightweight.
T-line weight?
I don't think we want to move the yellow.
He himself
just
used
get-
the word crazy, so we didn't have
Yeah.
to. But the way he's throwing the rock right now, I mean, nothing is
Too
crazy
lightweight.
with regard to shots like that.
And he did have a qualifier. He said it
Yeah,
might
top
be
14
crazy.
lightweight. Okay. It's the hair more. Like a 14, or
Just
you want like a 13?
Probably looking, I heard 13-8 somewhere in there for Korey is what he's looking for.
His final rock here in the 6th.
Just clean, just clean, just clean, just clean.
Close.
Just want to move their own up about a
Yep.
foot to frozen
Clean. Line's
on
good.
the #1
Clean.
counter.
Close. Yep.
Just a little boop right on the
Oh,
nose.
Oh. Close. Yep.
Easy.
Oh.
Clock did not stop. Forget that one. And moves a little more than they would have liked, but not bad.
Yeah, I think
Goes
so.
over the top.
Goes over the top.
Oh yeah, easy. So, I mean, I could maybe make it for 4, but I don't think so. I don't think it's worth trying. So,
Throwing what
10.
kind of weight?
10.
Okay.
yep. I think as long as I'm on this side of center, that one probably sticks with a 10.
I'm just gonna call it for
We
3,
might
John.
need maybe 1 more inch, but yeah. 10. A nice 10.
Lot of discussion
Create
this
anything,
end.
Like half is 2, a third is 3, quarter's probably 3 as well.
Heard that from John.
Half might be
Hitting
3,
half of
to
this
be
is
honest.
2.
So,
A third is 3.
Yeah.
Quarter could be a catcher
drop
on the
that one,
side
did
for
it?
4. So anywhere between 1 and 4 points possible on this shot.
Last rock here in the 6th, and the discussion
Yep.
of this last
Easy,
shot
easy. Whoa.
much quicker than the others.
Close. Oh. Yep. 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 Yes. Hard. Hard. Good. 3 more, boys.
That should be good for 3. We'll see on the 3rd counter.
Okay, 3 for John Shuster. So we are at 6-3 as we get set for the 7th end here at the Rink at American Dream.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is ready to go with more doctors, specialty services, and convenient urgent care locations. Ready, set, TCO.
Back at American Dream. Rowan and Wendling 5-5 after 6. Casper leading Sampson with those 2 in the 6th. Nicholas Connolly up on Scott Dunham with 1 in the 6th, up 6-2. Dunham really needs a result here. And we are on to first stone for Tom Howell and Korey Dropkin's team.
Boy, that's a fun end to watch, the previous end. The chess match back and forth with positioning between Dropkin and Shuster. This one gliding into the rings for Howell. That is not the optimal start for trying to get a 2.
That's the 6th end
Normal,
shot you
yeah.
were looking for.
That was the one that would have been called out. John Landsteiner, is it faster after the 6th?
9. Clean.
I don't know.
Curl. Curl, Colin. Curl to stay. Keep pushing. Fired it.
I just overthrew that a little bit and rolls off the rings. Shuster not real happy with that one. Unforced error.
Now Tom Howell second.
Tommy taking a little off this one, trying to get it stopped short this time.
Andrew, if you can. Keep on it, keep on it, keep on it, keep on it. Go, 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 go.
You're welcome to the chat.
Good, 16.
Some of these games for the broadcast. Info manages to sneak through. That's a word I've never used in a broadcast before.
Like it. Room.
I think it worked for the spot, though.
Absolutely.
Mine's good, though.
Proper use indeed.
We won't go back to what it was, because otherwise that ruins it.
Definitely curl.
We're men of the people here in
Go
the
ahead,
booth
Maddie.
with Curling Stadium.
Put your shoulders in the baby. Go, come on. Hard. All the way across the line. Keep pushing.
Come on, Maddie.
A little more. Atta boy. Good throw, Colin. Atta boy.
Shot, Colin.
Huffman with the guard. Leaves a little bit open on the side where the corner is. So immediate in-turn freeze called by Dropkin.
That is the challenge for Mark Fenner.
Top 8.
Top 12.
Line's good. Where?
Top 8, top 12.
Line's good. Hard, guys. Got to get a great one here. Hard, Tom.
Path's really good.
Close now.
Stay on it. Stay on it. Never off.
Trying to carry it right
Stay on it.
to
Keep going. Keep going.
freeze on that stone, and does.
Good shot.
Good sweep by Tommy and Andrew.
Pro sides here.
14-8, so 05. Okay.
Now Colin Huffman. Looked like a run back here.
Nope, just another
Okay.
freeze right down to that stone.
Easy early, easy.
4-5. 4-5.
Watch still some curling to do.
Schuster content just to keep trading these freezes.
Kid's good now.
Difficult for
Straight
Dropkin to
north-south,
score
Chris.
more than one.
Straight.
Ply's trying to carry this one down now too.
That away, Colin Beauty.
Good shot by Colin.
You can lob one on now.
Back
Now
line.
time to get creative for Dropkin. They need
Guard's
to
okay.
move these stones around a little bit, but still keep the shooter in place. So even though that stone's completely buried, they're just playing back line on the intern side, trying to split that yellow stone off and have the shooter roll behind the corner guard. Delicate shot for Cooch.
Space to the hack.
Yep.
Yep.
Lets it off with an intern.
Hard.
Howell
Hard.
trying to hold the line.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lets it wreck instead. It was going to catch the guard anyway, so trying to make sure it stays in the house.
Shot.
That's not a bad result. Opens up the center and rolls into the house. It's a good call by Dropkin. And good to play those types of shots tight.
I like 9 out
So you
here.
have an either or. Get something out of it no matter what, pro side. Maybe just as good a result as if they'd made the shot they're playing.
Now Chris Plies.
Clean.
Intern for a hit and roll.
Girl.
They're 9-0, so playing a little firm, take the ice out of it and the outside again.
Good.
Dead on the beak from Plies. A little more pace for both teams right now, trying to save some clock. Not get too tight on time going to the final couple ends.
Now Andrew Stapera.
Top 4.
Ignoring those
Line's
rocks
good.
at the top of
Room.
the fours for the time being.
Room.
Tom.
Tommy,
Hard curl.
need you to go. Need you to go.
Hard.
Need you to go. Gotta get
Hard.
buried.
Gotta go to
No
bury
matter
a
what,
good
keep going.
chunk
Every
now.
inch, every inch, every inch. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Okay, good sweep. Nice spot.
Just about completely
Lost.
buried, but enough distance you could dig it out.
What's that?
Okay.
It's gone, right?
Yeah.
Guys line a guard?
Yeah.
Okay. What turn?
Schuster changing gears now and playing the guard. Deciding it's late enough that they can play soft steel.
20.
You see the scoreboard right there. 3 in the third, 3 in the sixth for John Schuster.
You don't have to score in too many
Where
ends
at?
when you're scoring threes.
Line's okay. Probably curl. It's definitely curl.
Wide path here. Huffman really
push
trying
Colin
to get
a
it to
little bit.
turn.
Go, Colin.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You
See
got
that
it.
wide
Keep pushing though. You got to keep going.
Swath,
Go,
Huffman
Colin. Need
taking.
every inch. Good, 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 good. That away.
Good sweep, boys.
Could be.
I think Dropkin maybe will just nose run
Do I
this.
tick and roll that way ever?
You only have 3 shots left. I'm a little surprised they're
Not
not just
easy.
hitting this right on the beak. Sit first and
Could try to do this.
at least third, maybe second.
That's the best thing I could do.
We'd love to get right here.
Just lines up the run, but it's really hard. Do you want to call timeout?
Or we play nose right now.
That's the shot that I was looking at, yeah. I like nose now.
I
You
don't
leave
mind
your
the
shooter in a
tick
good
and just rub
spot,
it
too.
Off to the side a hair.
Okay.
I think it might
There's not a lot of bad that can happen with
Back
the
line.
run.
Space.
How much ice did you have in yours, Scooch?
So playing back line and trying to roll the shooter in. I'm not sure that it's going to be tough to make this rock count. With only 2 more shots left for them after this. Shuster likely guards again. Maybe even draws around and sits another counter in the side of the 4-foot.
So Andrew Stapera with his final stone in this 7th end.
Yes! Yes!
See where the shooter goes.
Get this right out of the way. Go, 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 go. Okay, it's fine.
Well, if that sits, now there's an in-off for Dropkin, too.
Although he's
So
got
that's a
this
good
double
result.
Yeah, it's pretty flat and it goes right in here. So
Yeah.
I mean, it is for 2.
Yeah. Is it ever here?
Could be. I mean, I have to outcount it, but again, I could put it in a place where maybe there's something else.
I think that might be it.
Again, this double catches, and if he plays it.
Good job by Dropkin to get that to a rock or a spot where they have an in-off. Off that rock, they just bumped to at least get 2 later. So Schuster's going to guard again, I believe.
He's got the double off the side. It's really flat, and it's going into his other red one, and then it's just me just smacking on the nose of his fly. So just the guard. He probably is, but that's all right. What's that? It's a guard, straight guard. 20? You guys like 20? Okay.
In turn for a straight guard.
That's pretty heavy.
From John
Pretty
Shuster.
heavy.
John definitely wants this tight.
Straight right now.
Because if Korey does make
Mine will
that
get
in-off
there.
off the side rock,
Okay. Curl
he
then.
could play his own guard back for a raise.
Whoa. Yep, a little bit. Oh,
Good.
I think Korey has to play that in-off anyways, though. He's looking at the angle run in first.
Like, thick half.
Now with
It'll
this
be all
one,
in here.
you can sit
Okay.
3.
A little extra then.
Peel.
Now this is the high reward shot. Still will be buried, so Korey's been waiting to play this shot the entire end, I think. He's been looking at this angle run.
Okay.
Here more.
Trying to run it into the yellow in the top of the 8s, lose both those 2 and stick, and possibly sit 3.
Close.
Whoa.
Whoa. Close.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay,
Oh,
pretty
it
good.
doesn't stick, catches on the wrong side, but
Good.
sits at least 1 and buried.
Play the hit and roll.
Possibly
I can play the run.
2.
One of the 2.
Whatever you like.
We
I
might.
think
Are we
Schuster's
second right
going to
now, though?
remove that stone anyways.
Oh, we're second. So I think maybe it's the run then.
John thinks they're
We're
second, so
seconds,
maybe just
right
play
here.
the run. Well, that's a little
Yeah,
risky with a 3-point
Well,
lead.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Aren't there like 9?
Oh, you just want to play the normal? Sure.
Whatever you like.
I like 9. Let's play this turn. I like the way it's been running.
The intern?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a long run, but this is the only shot that brings 3 into play.
Just peeking to see. All right.
I like the original call of hitting and rolling in. You see the clock just under 8 minutes for Schuster.
9.
John expects to make this, that's why he's playing
Maybe
it, but
just a fuzz more, Chris, but it's good.
just can't hang this one at all. Likely to hit at least one of the reds if it
Dead no
crosses. The wide side is the bad miss. Just looking to hit it on the nose.
And he said he liked the intern. That's what he delivers.
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
And does make it. Nice shot from Schuster.
Good scrub.
Don't know that there's anything for more than 1. So Dropkin looking at that intern draw. Just needed to catch the inside on that run on his previous shot to have a better chance for that 2 or 3 point end. So just the intern draw to the side of the 4-foot for Dropkin against what we believe is 2. Shuster seemed pretty sure.
And Dropkin ready here. Last rock of the 7th. Seemingly being forced for one, but he'll need to draw to the 4 to make it happen.
Line's good.
Line's good. Stay close, Tom. Line's good. Line's real good. Oh.
Yeah, should be all there with this hog to hog. Needs to hit the slide path and dig. And does just that. Really ground down at the end. So it is a single.
1 for Dropkin, still trails by 2. Shuster will have the hammer in the 8th. And Steve's Curling Supplies, America's #1 curling equipment supplier for over 50 years, is proud to support USA Curling. No matter your skill level or budget, Steve's Curling Supplies has all of the top products from the most popular brands in the sport. Right now, save $10 on any purchase of $100 or more by using the code USA Curling 10 at checkout. So USA Curling 10 at checkout, and you save $10 on $100. Go to stevescurling.com for all your curling needs. Back at the rink at American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Rich Ruonen. Steele in the 7th, leads Wendling 6-5. Dunham trailing Connolly 6-3. So that does put us in position for a playoff on the or a tiebreaker, I should say, on the men's side to determine the 4th and final team of the Page playoff.
Shot, Tom.
In the other match, Casper out in front of Sampson, 5-4.
Line's good.
I got close. 5.
And in this current scenario, the winner of that match is in.
Still there.
Okay.
7.
We're by. Whoa, whoa.
6. Weight's good.
14-1 though, guys. Careful.
Weight's okay.
In turn, come around
Higher the
draw
better,
for
I think, just
Hamilton
bite 4
here.
at most here. Half 4 is great.
Right away, Matty.
It's going
Right,
right
Matty.
to the top of the 4s. He's had that one in his pocket all game. Very strong game from Matt Hamilton.
Probably good. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, we're there. We're there.
Tom Howell delivers a high guard right on the center line.
Do it, Matty.
So the 2 centers set up for Dropkin. They're in all-out steal mode at this point. Matt's going to try to stack another one on top of the one that's already in top 4.
We're close, actually. Stay down.
Yep.
Yep. Weight's good. Little tap.
Whoa. Close.
Line only.
Whoa.
Little tap.
You can curl now.
Looks
I don't think
perfect
we
right
really
now.
should wait though on this thing. That away, Matty. Beauty.
Try, Matty.
That's well done, right to the
Injured,
lid
trying
on
to
that
bump it.
tap.
3 feet.
Good
Back
rhythm
8.
for Team Shuster right now. Dropkin's going to have to move these stones. It's going to take a couple shots to do it. Try to set up any kind of steal. As soon as these come to a stop, Shuster's going to
Careful.
be peeling.
Back 8.
Clean.
Back 4.
Clean.
And Mark
T
Fenner
line.
setting his
Clean.
first.
T.
Does
Yep,
Dropkin
yep.
need a steal here?
I would say
Hard.
so.
T.
But,
Hard,
if you give
Tommy.
up a single, you're down
Hard.
3
You got a
with
good one. Keep
2
going.
to play. That means you're going to have to get
Stay down,
3 and
stay down,
steal
stay
or
down.
get 2 and steal 2. Very unlikely.
Sat on us.
So Schuster's very happy with taking a point in this situation. Korey's going to do everything he can to steal. He's playing all or nothing in this end.
Clean.
Shot on.
Just clean. Good throw.
The immediate
I got
peel.
red.
No big deal there. Throw from Huffman. Dropkin's going to make him waste another
High.
couple, I would think. Maybe at least this one and one more before they move these stones around in the house.
Probably there.
Careful.
Fenner with his second.
Line's great. Take a look. You're good, you're good, you're good. Nice spot.
That time.
Center guard in play again. Huffman, same peel, out turn side.
Clean. 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 Goes on.
And simple peel, and so far, as you're saying, Shuster okay with this. He's fine with one at the end of this all.
He's sitting two, and it's going to be tough for Dropkin to move those enough to steal with where they're lined up. That tap that Fenner played on his first stone, they were hoping that they'd create a pocket and not line them straight on. That way you can tap up and maybe get shot rock with one
Little
shot.
extra.
But the way that they're set up now,
Let it turn. Let it turn.
anything soft,
Okay.
tap those around. It's going to take two more shots to do it.
Just let it grab if you can.
Andrew Stapera.
This one might be on an angle that, no, I thought maybe they'd take a go at the double peel. Plies just
Clean.
playing the straight peel on the
Clean.
higher stone.
Yep. Yep. Good. Good throw.
Danny Casper now takes 3 in the 8th end to go up 8-4 on Ethan Sampson,
10-5.
improving his
10.
playoff position.
10.
And again, right now with Dunham and Wendling trailing, that puts Casper into the playoffs. And Sampson, Dunham, and Wendling
Clean.
would be dealing with the tiebreaker.
Yep. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Stapera
Curl,
playing
Cooch.
that
Push. Whoa. 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 Roll
tap
hard.
on his
roll.
own.
Hard, 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 hard. Good, 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 good. Good spot.
That's really good. Great shot by Andrew Stapera. That's about as good as you can do that. So the angle's now playing into Dropkin's
This
favor.
is okay too.
Okay.
I think
Nose
that was
is
the right
fine.
time to do that too. Third, second stone.
10.
Any earlier and you give Shuster too many cracks at clearing these rocks. So hit and roll in from Plies. Just trying to roll towards those two stones on the center
Easy.
line. You're
Girl.
10, so just
Girl.
control weight.
Keep it on nose. That's good. Good.
That gets the nose, and they're fine with that.
Might be that.
Like a hack weight, and we can even just tap it there.
Yeah. Okay.
So Dropkin trying to tap this yellow stone
Hack
back
weight.
and roll
Little
away,
Just a
maybe
little
underneath
dig and roll
Schuster's
behind the yellow.
counter in the top of the 12-foot.
back 4, back 8. It's great.
Oh, just
Don't
back
ever
4,
hit it
back
early on
8. So actually just trying to stay on that red stone. I guess with that broom, it looked like they're playing a chip, but it must just be that straight on this line. Just want to move that yellow stone a couple feet.
Close.
Korey
Clean.
Dropkin here,
Yep.
intern, as he's
Yes.
trying to set up
Whoa, whoa. Yes.
multiple
Whoa.
here,
Curl!
trailing by 2
Curl!
in the 8th end.
Curl.
This
Curl!
looks
Hard.
like
Curl!
Hard.
plenty
hard.
weight for it.
White.
Now rolling
White.
away.
Good.
Sit down.
So maybe Korey was
job.
saying he was tapping it to
Good.
back 4, back 8. That was the shot originally we thought they were playing.
Just straight
Till
off. or you're
Korey
trying
said
to
that,
maybe
so-
make this?
I'm fine with
So
that.
that's what he was playing, and really well played.
Like
Just got to make sure I roll. No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think I can stack our back one, right? Like, it's not possible. If it goes straight off, it's just fine. So let's try to make that on the way by.
out turn across or in turn?
No. Yeah. Yeah. I like out turn across.
Good.
Here's a little more, though. Put it on the middle.
So run back attempt for Shuster. Red, red.
Colin rolls yours. Coming your way. I'm throwing out turn here.
Playing the out turn and trying to cross just a hair.
Straight off is just fine.
This is how he likes playing these runs. Basically just throw it at the center of the stone and let it curl about an inch, inch and a half.
Whoa, whoa.
Little flare out of hand though.
Whoa.
Maybe playing it the other way.
Whoa,
Now it's coming up.
Girl.
There it is. Just did come up enough.
Good shot.
What does he leave for Korey Dropkin here?
Well, Corey's got no choice but to draw around the guard that's left. Just playing it to top 4. You heard Shuster say, kind of makes me want to play the run on my last one too.
You guys good with that ice?
But
You guys good with that ice?
the single point's so important. If I'm Corey, I think I'm throwing this to back 4.
Speed's good.
Let John draw to follow.
And the out-turn draw by Korey Dropkin with his last stone in the 8th, trailing by 2.
Sweepers don't want to go right now.
Six.
Nothing wrong with a little behind the tee line as long as it's buried. Ply's trying to get this out a shot.
Corey, what are you doing? What are you doing, kid?
I think it did still stop for shot.
Throw
But
there, never wreck.
Corey chastising himself
I mean, that's
there.
a mile lesson he just took, but I think we can just. I mean, we took like a 1.5 foot lesson he just took, and I'm just throwing draw bump, but I still think we can go.
So Schuster's
We have to
playing
bump it 4
probably
inches to
back
get to-
4, close to back 8 out of his hand.
So I'm going to try
Letting
to
the
throw you guys
sweepers
95.
sweep to tap it. They have to move
That
it
natural
probably
draw.
2 inches to score 2. Making sure a 1 first, not throwing a back line or anything that could go by.
Last rock of the 8th for John Shuster, trying to see if he can go up by 4.
Where? 10,
with
hit
2
really
ends
heavy.
to
It's
play.
curl already. Curl. You're off on cleaning. Straight. You can keep curling if you want. Curl. Curl. Keep pushing.
Huffman
pushing,
turning it
keep
over. Just need to
pushing.
get it to that rock and bump it a little bit. Perfectly done. That's 2 for Schuster.
2 in the 8th, 8-4 with 2 ends to play. John Shuster trying to see if he can remain perfect through this draw on the men's side. And Warm Room Hero is the intuitive curling club software that takes the stress out of schedules, registrations, and more. Warm Room Hero, a platform built for curlers by curlers. Check out Warm Room Hero at curling.club today. That's Warm Room Hero at curling.club. Back at the Rink and American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey, you can see elsewhere Danny Casper up 8-4 on Ethan Sampson. Rich Ruonen got a single in the 6th, 2 steals of 1 each in the 7th and 8th, and leads Wesley Wendling 7-5. Nicholas Connolly up on Scott Dunham 7-3. And the way this is right now, Casper would go through, and Sampson, Dunham, and Wendling would be 1-1 against the others. Would have to go to last stone draw to eliminate 1, and then they'd have a
tight side of half,
tiebreaker.
boys. Come on.
First stone here
Keep going,
from
Cooch.
Tom
Keep
Howell.
going. Keep going.
high
good.
guard with Matt Hamilton leaving one at the back of the 4.
Line's good.
I think I can clean this.
For
Real easy
Shuster
then.
now, we're in
Nah, you guys
full
judge line's
defense
great.
mode, just stacking rocks in the house.
Would like it kind of across, but
With 5 rock
Still
free
there.
guard
It's getting
zone
here.
rule, they
It's getting
still
here.
will, they can't peel
gotta go.
on Huffman's
14-5.
first.
Head down, Chris.
So you may see 3 rocks in the
Get some
house
forefoot. Get some
from
forward.
Schuster. That's why they want this a little deeper, because they might be stacking another one on top of it on their next.
Quicker or just throwing more?
Tom Howell in to put a guard.
Line's good. It's always straight.
Trying to
Okay,
get
leave
him
it
even
then.
up.
Leave it. It's got to sit.
Just wants to stop dead in line with the other corner guard. Good pair by Tom.
We tap.
First stone from Colin Huffman. You heard John Schuster. Freeze
Whoa,
is fine,
7.
so an in
Real
turn
easy.
draw.
Easy line.
Or excuse me, out turn draw.
Not.
Right off then.
Just the 7.
It's fine.
You're in curl.
Definitely
Just
curl.
looking to tap this a little bit, not
Keep pushing.
far.
Keep pushing.
Flies
Keep pushing.
trying to get to nose.
That away, Colin. Pistol. That a boy.
And there's that 3 rock stack we talked about.
Now Mark Fenner.
Line's good. Back.
We're not there. We're like top
Trying
4.
to draw all the way to
Hard.
back 12 around these
Curl.
3 yellow stones. Using the rocks in the house as guards.
Come on.
This is something that was a staple for John when we played. We'd play this shot pretty frequently.
Good sweep. Good sweep.
Usually not quite this early in the end. That
Straight
one
on,
doesn't
yeah.
bury enough, so it'd be just a peel for Huffman. No reason to keep any other rocks in the house at this point, so
Yep. Yep.
just a quick peel
Leave
and
low.
be done with it.
Whoa. As long as you can see a piece, I'm happy with it. That a boy.
It's just enough. I think they're going to attempt that one again, see if Fenner can get this buried behind those 3.
I had it right here.
You think Dropkin needs at least 2 here in the 9th.
And even 2 makes it an uphill climb. And 3 is at least reasonable.
back
Down
12,
2
back 12.
without.
Clean.
is-
We're okay.
Yep.
They'd still play it out, but that's extremely
Clean.
difficult.
Yes.
gotta go
Yes.
for weight.
Yes. 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 Hard guys. Gotta go.
Well, he likes this. Is it going to
That's-
make
Hard.
it?
Hard. Hard.
Gotta
hard,
go
hard,
for
hard.
distance.
Keep going. Right to here. Whoa.
Ends up just settling into the 3rd yellow stone instead of going around it, but pretty much completely
Freeze.
buried on that line.
You can also do this too. I just worry about freeze being kind of bad. Want to call a timeout?
Sure.
Timeout. Timeout. There we go.
So talked about freeze or slashing the yellow over the top into your own yellow, into the red.
No, I don't want to do
Don't
the
really
Rick
want to
Foreman
bring the
either.
corners
I mean,
into play, though.
We can
We'll
definitely throw a draw
we'll
in
listen
there.
in now.
I know exactly how to walk it in there. I mean, they just threw a 14-1 right in there. It's the exact same speed we had the whole game. I think even if you were to park it up here short and be like in the way, it's not the end of the world. I mean, if you happen to, as long as we hook some or keep it edge on edge in here, like there's a bunch of really good places in here for it. So I'm down with it. That's fine.
You like the freeze?
I mean, I would love to get all the way to it, but I don't want to err on going like that. That's all. So
Just want to know what perfect is.
yeah, and I think we're probably looking at broom like
So
here.
perfect is deadlocked on the face.
Top side of T line would be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know.
Discussion over. We're good.
It's a big moment. He seems so casual about it. You know what? Yeah, whatever you want to do. You know. Yeah,
I think he's had a few big moments. I think he's fine.
Thanks, Darren.
So just playing that freeze that they talked about.
Yeah, I think.
Weren't real excited about playing it, but the run that they talked about playing, if you lose a couple of your own yellows, that's when Dropkin can use those corners. Right now, they have to keep playing to the center because of all those yellow stones.
And Chris plies the out turn to try and. He said, "Do I need it against the face?" Schuster said, "Top of the tee's okay."
Close, Colin. Yep, gotta go. No, line's good. Line's good. Take a look. Go ahead. 14-3 though. Whoa, whoa, it's curling anything.
slow.
No, straight. Go, Colin, go. Go. Whoa, oh.
That's really well done there. And you have to play these types of shots if you're Dropkin, because it's the only way you can put together any type of end for possibility of scoring a three. And you just throwing the gauntlet down and saying, okay, if you make this, hey, tip your cap. But with the way these rocks are set up, you're going to need a miss somewhere to have any chance of getting that three-point end.
Yep, yep, yep. Hard,
Andrew Stopera.
hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sit.
Needs this to spin, stick around. It is on the paint.
Let me guard this one. Okay.
A lot of yellow that they're going to need to move around to have that rock count.
10-15.
Well, can they move them all and still keep it to count?
Well, I'm talking about the biter in the back. They're
Oh,
to make
okay.
that one count,
Oh,
they're going to
that
need to
one.
move a lot of yellow.
Easy
So we're
line.
happy it stayed,
Easy
but
line, easy line.
it's going to take some work to make that thing come into
That
play.
line, please. Colin, get it going. Need it fully across the line. Come on, Colin. Come on, Colin. Go with the Eddie. Hard, Colin. Push. A little more. All right. Works.
So with that setup, they're comfortable throwing the guard at this point. Late enough in the end, they don't think it's too dangerous to play. Korey again just trying to bump things around to give him any kind of chance of finding a 2 or 3.
Clean.
Intern from Stopera and
Yep, yep, yep. Yes. Hard,
And this is curling hard too.
hard.
Just to be on the guard. Gonna try to roll it in the rings at least. So good news for Dropkin is they have 3 red stones in the house.
Just middle.
The bad
Middle's
news is that even though one's second count, the others are 7th and 8th count.
His only shot.
Sorry,
coming off
6th and
his side
7th
one right
count.
now, probably. I'm not positive the guarding is right anymore.
tongue-in-cheek comment from Korey Dropkin. 4 wasn't a lot, 5's a lot.
Maybe.
I counted right the first time.
What's that?
Go right to it and hook it on this side.
7th and 8th.
Yeah, let's just get it.
And
Chris, I think I want to be in the. No.
at
no,
this point,
good.
does he have to
Yeah,
keep that
he's-
second?
He almost can't see enough to make this. So.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't.
know how it does.
He has to move that rock on the button at some point. He doesn't want that rock to go out, but I mean, it's all a moot point anyways if you can't get a
Lot of
second
room,
one
Matt.
in there.
Okay. It's curl.
Go ahead,
That
Colin.
line's good.
Little
Curl
bit.
though.
Easy. Easy, you guys see it. You guys see it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's fine.
Good.
Time to look at some angles. I'm going to call out
Timeout
Coach
for Korey
Lazar.
Dropkin.
Well, this is the only one that's.
Yeah, but how are you going to get that to count?
Now that the 4 is there, it's a little harder.
He just lobs one
He
anyway.
lobs one in here. He's got this, this. He lobs one in here, and hopefully he doesn't curl. If it comes in here, we might have.
Or it's this.
Before that was there, my original thought was make this tick, stick here, get these 3 gone. This separates, this comes off, this is right here.
He just draws T-lie 3, and you have to make a run triple.
Now that that one's out counting this, I'm not really sure.
Can you make this?
Can we make this?
Maybe. I don't hate that.
And then we have this for 3. If he doesn't play that, which he might play that, but then that's not in. And if he rolls out, then we might have something. I don't know.
Oh, you're not going to now.
The only way you could do that is if you're making this. But if we can stick right here, right now.
Are you slashing it in, or are you ticking? Yeah, can you make it though? Because you're hitting an inch.
Okay. Are we ticking this?
Yeah. Wheel it and get this to here.
Okay.
He's playing that, but
Do we have enough now? I don't know if we have enough.
it's kind of what you need.
Let's see. It might be there.
Or you play whisker thin and make this, but I don't know if
So looking to see if they have enough air between these
See what I
two
got from down there, but
if you have
red
to slash
rocks,
it,
the
you can
guard
clamp
and the
it on
rock in the
one,
top of
and
the 12-foot.
Right here is really good too. You hit as much, like almost nothing.
Come off of that stone into the pocket of these yellow stones. Ideally not move your own.
we got enough.
I think there's enough here. Korey agrees.
Where we got to hit?
An inch.
Okay. You said this will curl?
So Dropkin trying to get close to this guard for the in-off, off his own red.
Yep.
Yes!
And asking a lot here.
Hard! Hard!
Whoa. Pretty good.
Oh, not too bad. Little unfortunate they did move their own red. But sitting shot. Probably not something
I
that
still know he gets more than 2.
you're expecting to see before he
Maybe
threw
he
it,
make
but
this one. Oh, this one's
little
out,
magic
right?
from
So
Korey.
He has to make this one count.
I think I just throw one above this, or I don't know. What does he have?
I mean, he's going to have to play this run,
Yeah.
right? I mean, there's no runs over here that can do anything, right? Like top
I think
side, I
it's
don't
just
think
guard
so.
the 4.
Yeah, just guard the 4. Same thing I just threw. Like, do we ever think he could shimmy through the hole here enough to just chisel this? I think we got to guard this. I think we got to throw it kind of here.
Okay.
Like to guard that and that, so still a little bit more ice. All right, give me that rock, boys.
Still don't have it here.
All right, John Shuster back for his final stone of this 9th end.
I think we got to just let him run that top one in there, to be honest. Like,
And wants
I
to
don't want to leave him that hole. Like, little
guard
shimmy.
the 4, and
So
really
we got to just, I don't know, or be half on the center
was
line.
discussing different options if there were
Yeah,
for
as long as it's tight, yep.
Korey Dropkin to somehow clear enough out to get 3. Shuster content to give him 2.
Okay. A little bit, Matt. Lean on it. Lean on it, Matt. Okay, line's good now. Always straight, though, I think. No, get ready to curl.
Okay. Never curl, I don't think.
Just mid guard here,
Robin,
trying to
go,
take
go ahead.
that port away
Easy.
and
Whoa,
the
whoa,
run
whoa,
at the
whoa.
same time.
Good.
Or no, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
If we ticked off
Is
it.
there a way in for more than 1 for Dropkin?
Can you make
Maybe a
this?
No,
redirect,
it's not there.
No.
Not there anymore.
hoping
You
for
gotta- you
something
gotta
for
get through
3
that.
even.
Okay.
We could tick off of this guy.
Wow,
and
they're
stick
talking.
Right here.
Wes
I don't know.
Wendling did get 2
The tick is pulling it
in the
further
9th
out.
to
but
tie
it's a
that game
better-
up
it's a
with
better
Rich
angle.
Ruonen.
This
Maybe
guy's
Steele
going over the top.
coming home. It's a possibly clinch a playoff
Maybe.
spot.
It's close. Just slam it like.
Yeah, the way things are right now, Connolly leading Dunham 7-5.
If we tick, it's probably spinning.
So
and
if
kicking
Wendling
us
can
just
steal
Yeah,
and
that's-
Dunham loses, there is no tiebreaker on the men's side.
in. 8-5 or 7.
Probably 7. Like you're hitting
Now
this.
under 3 minutes
need
for
this to
Dropkin,
go.
and their timeout has been used.
I don't see how. Thin half.
Yeah.
They're hoping they can paper by that rock in the top of the 8
All right,
foot
boys,
with
let's see how
this
many more
run
tricks we
back.
got.
There's also a bonus shot if it's a little thin to come off the back of the biter in the top of the 12 foot for yellow. That would actually be the best angle in if they could ever do that. But Korey's going to try to get as close to that rock in the top of the 8s as they can. Slash in. Would be for 3 if it sneaks by.
And Korey Dropkin hoping for something really special right here
Whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
to close the gap on
Whoa.
John Shuster.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
And it just goes between the 2 that we talked about, so it is 1.
Okay.
And that's good enough for Dropkin. They are shaking hands.
1 for Korey Dropkin to go to 8-5. Not going to play to steal for 3 in the 10th. And John Shuster finishes this round robin at 7-0. Korey Dropkin 5-2. As he also lost to Scott Dunham 8-6. And Scott Dunham might end up out of this whole playoff situation.
It's a mess out there right now. Great game tonight on our feature. A statement game. Both teams are in the 1-2 regardless, but Shuster is now the top seed. They will play Dropkin in tomorrow's Page 1-2. That will be at noon Eastern time. We're still going to be waiting to see what happens in these other 3 games, all having bearing on the playoffs. But a wonderful game here, and we'll update on your scores here, Joe.
They've played 5 stones each. Rich Ruohonen and Wesley Wendling, they're level at 7. Wendling will need a steal in the 10th. Danny Casper leading Ethan Sampson 8-6.
We have handshakes on sheet B right now. Connolly defeating Scott Dunham. So Dunham now playing the waiting game to see if they're still in this competition.
So just the second win of the round robin for Nicholas Connolly, but it's enough possibly to eliminate Scott Dunham. Now Dunham and company are big Rich Ruohonen fans. And a pile of stones in with Rich Ruohonen and Wesley Wendling. And a big stone here from Rich Ruohonen. They just peel away. The truss was blocking that guard over on sheet D.
We're sticking with you to the finish of these games. You've probably clicked over to one of the other feeds to actually see it. We're in the final 2 stones over on sheet A. Here we got a little bonus coverage, and you see the mess of stones over on sheet D for Ruohonen and Wendling. Looks to be shot rock for Wendling right now. It's extremely unusual to see 7 rocks in the 4-foot area with no guards in the 10th in a tie game. Wendling definitely guarding. You saw Jason Smith, or we saw Jason Smith play a peel on his previous shot. Now Wes Wendling replacing that stone. Great job by our team here at Curling Stadium. Getting the bonus coverage so you can watch this with commentary. Over on sheet A in the meantime, Danny Casper is a wide open hit. Just make contact essentially for the win against Ethan Sampson, which would put Sampson in the waiting game as well.
That would put Casper in the third spot.
Yeah, Danny Casper looking to lock in his playoff position. Just cleaning all the way down. So Casper gets the victory over Ethan Sampson. 9-6 the final over there. So Danny has locked in his playoff spot. If I'm correct, I believe they are the 3 seed now.
Yes.
Regardless of the finish of the other game.
And really, here's what it comes down to. If Wendling can keep that shot rock in that whole crowd of stones to get a steal against Rich Ruohonen, Wesley Wendling's in the 4th spot. Sampson and Dunham are out. But if Rich Ruohonen can get the win, then we go to the tiebreaker. And we may have to go to last stone draw. And it would be LSD to eliminate one of those 3 teams, and then we'd have a tiebreaker.
Ruohonen trying to tap this Redstone up for shot, and well done. Now sitting 1, but there's a little short run in with the angles on these yellow stones for Wendling to get shot. The question is, will they still be shot, or will there be a way to get that yellow out if they make this tap? Can they get to the pin? Not sure. Maybe that red rock just isn't going anywhere.
So a big final shot. Last stone, 10th end for Wesley Wendling.
And I believe if Ruohonen wins this game, then the tiebreaker will be between Wendling and Sampson. Oh, here's the guard, so that's game. So I believe that eliminates, and I'm checking with the crew here, Scott Dunham from the tournament. We're not 100% sure on that, but now a 3-way tie between Wendling, Dunham, and Sampson. We're going to the numbers. So is this a 1-1 against each other?
Everybody's 1-1. Sampson, Dunham,
right.
Wendling, all 1-1. So last stone draw to eliminate one of the 3, and then you have a playoff, a tiebreaker.
So we're checking the LSD as that will now eliminate one of these 3 teams. So of the 3 teams, it looks as though Wendling and Sampson will be advancing to the tiebreaker game. Scott Dunham eliminated on LSD as all 3 teams 1-1 against each other. So we're going to go with that.
So what it means is, if you're so inclined, it's 7:30 tomorrow morning. You can tune in for the tiebreakers because we'll have them on both the men's and women's side. Here, Shuster, Dropkin, and Casper are through. Casper will await the winner of the tie-breaking match between Sampson and Wendling. And again, on the women's side, we had excitement earlier today as well.
So tomorrow morning's tiebreaker games will be on sheets A and D on static feeds. 7:30 tomorrow morning. There will be no commentary for those games. Apologies. We won't be up for it. But we thank you for watching tonight. Really excited for the playoff round coming up this weekend. Good luck to all the teams going forward. Back to you, Joe.
All right, so again, tiebreakers tomorrow morning at 7:30. When you go to the USA Curling YouTube channel, you want sheet A or sheet D for those two tiebreakers. We are back with you at noon for the Page playoffs, where we'll have 4 games going all at the same time to figure out who's going to advance into the semifinals. And we'll get ready for a final on Sunday as well. But first things first, tiebreakers tomorrow morning, 7:30, and then the Page playoff between the first and second seeds on the men and women's side, as well as 3 and 4. We'll join you there at noon Eastern, 11 Central. So another big day from the Rink and American Dream coming your way tomorrow. Thanks for joining us for the excitement tonight. Congratulations to Team Shuster, 7-0 through the men's side of this USA Curling National Championship draw. We're back tomorrow for the playoffs. For Tyler, George, and our entire crew, I'm Joe Tollison. Have a good night. All the best.